Welcome everyone to WrestleMania week. Welcome everyone to Monday night. And welcome everyone to the Three Bells Podcast Monday Night Raw Recap. It's your boy Mundo, aka Mr.AKA himself. And as always, I'm here with my guys, Shane O'Mac and Triple J. What's going on, fellas? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling on this WrestleMania week?
What's happening? What's cooking? What's shaking? Hi, it's me, your homie Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells podcast table. First off, happy new month. It's April 1st. We're too grown here to say April Fools. And it's day one of Mania week. It's WrestleMania week, everyone. We're so excited. I'm so excited to be here with the homies and to be here with y'all. Let's go. Get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy late night, everybody. And you already know, main event, Triple J is now in your city. April 1st. This is it. Is that week. Mania time is coming, baby. Oh my God, guys. This is it. The biggest week of our lives.
Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. What's up? What's up? Once again, what up, everybody? It's your boy Mundo. And man, oh man, let's start this night off with a message from Spotlight. Spotlight, what's up?
Hello, Three Bell Podcast. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes. And let's get this night started off the right way, just like she said. All right. Monday Night Raw, live from Brooklyn, New York, our hometown, the hometown of the Three Bells Podcast. We had them right in our backyard tonight. Amazing atmosphere. Barclays Center was electric. And it was electric for this only one reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome The Rock!
Now, Samantha did that better than any way that I could have ever done. So great job, Samantha, on bringing them out. But yes, The Rock was in the building tonight, and he opened up Monday Night Raw. So, fellas, how did y'all feel about that entrance? You know, let's not even get into the promo yet, but the entrance of The Rock, Shane, and then Jay. How did you feel about that? Did Brooklyn do it right?
You know, like I said before, and I say again, every time WWE comes to Brooklyn, they pull all the stops. They show us more love than they do at the Garden, than they do anywhere else, because it's all about Brooklyn. You come to Brooklyn, you better come correct or leave your ass home. And now, in terms of The Rock, that entrance, mucho grande, awesome. And they got the camera angle right this time, because last time they had this weird angle where it was close up in his face and we didn't get to see the background to complement that whole entire scene. But we got it amazingly this time, and I absolutely loved it. And that shift, when that beat drop, that second half of the song, man, it's just something about that low beat, man, that is just so powerful. Like, I'm going to start working out to that song, man. I'm telling you, Jay.
Bro, Brooklyn is where it's at. The home of the Kings. Oh, man. That shit was fire, bro. You know, just to hear the crowd and how hyped they were for the man. Still shows that, can't do it any better but in New York City, bro. It's big, and I just like Shane said, the camera angles were perfect, spot on, and it delivered. Thank you again, Rock.
Yeah, definitely. Because I complained about it last week. I'm like, guys, come on. There's a new graphic on the screen and y'all missed it. So for them to just keep that camera angle perfect throughout the entire time did it justice. I was like, wow. And it's like every week his entrance gets bigger and bigger and grander. So it's like, wow. Okay, Rock, you're paying attention to every detail. So yeah, The Rock was out there for a minute. He was saying some stuff. Before I let you guys go ahead and talk about it, I just want to play a part of the promo that I liked and found kind of funny. This is The Rock after he showed videos of children crying after he beat the hell out of Cody Rhodes last Monday night to end the show. This is what he had to say to the children and their parents.
Right now, because Uncle Rock is going to drop some gospel on you. Amen. Uncle Rock and everyone here tonight, little boys and little girls, here's the deal. There are moments in life when a man has got to do what a man has got to do. And there are moments in life where we got to do what we got to do. And there are moments in life where people stick their nose in businesses that it doesn't belong. There are moments in life where people talk when they shouldn't be talking. And that's exactly what Cody Rhodes did. So there are moments in life like now when The Rock has just got to beat that punk ass down over and over and over again.
Yo, this Rock is amazing, man. Like, you want to hate him, but you don't want to hate him because he's just freaking awesome, man. Like, I love this version of The Rock. I don't even know what you want to call this version of The Rock, but man, whew. We'll start with Jay and then end with Shane. Fellas, what was your reaction to this whole promo of The Rock's promo? Not even what happened after that, but just seeing and hearing what The Rock was saying.
Honestly, like, yo, The Rock was he was on one, bro. And, you know, he let the crowd know what he said to Cody when he whispered and everything. And he wasn't ashamed at letting them know. And the fact that he said, that Cody has a bunch of grown men crying, that's embarrassing to hear. And, it was crazy that he actually put the babies on the screen and seen them cry, thinking Cody died. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And then The Rock was like, yeah, it breaks my heart to see this type of stuff because I'm a 3-time girl dad. However, when he dropped the gospel on him, he went another way with it, and he was making sure that the Brooklyn crowd felt it, like they really was feeling it, and let them know, like, look, I'm making wrestling cool again. The ratings are skyrocketing. We got the largest gate attendance in history. Reason why? Because of me. And then he let the crowd know also that it was fine. When the crowd said, he said finally, and the crowd responded. He waited, and then he was like, 5 days to Mania. Finally, the final boss has come back to BK, and then like everything that Roman said. I mean, everything that The Rock said, he delivered everything on it. I loved it. You know, Roman, as far as Dez, I'm not sure if you want to go into Roman details, but I'm gonna just
No.
stick with The Rock at the moment.
No.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just The Rock.
Okay, then I'm done. I'm done.
So you can tell that you're excited about Roman because you were calling Rock Roman. So I'm like, he's excited about Roman. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but as soon as he called himself like Uncle Rock and addressed the kids, I thought about Eddie Murphy when he did his comedy stand-up Delirious, when he noticed that there was kids in the audience and he told that dirty joke, specifically because he knew that there was kids in the audience.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
that? I don't know why I thought that. And I was going to type it, but he already did it. I was going to say, watch, he's going to curse. He's going to curse. Because why would he say that unless we knew that he was going to do something real shady? He ain't going to be nice. Nice why? You already showed shade by showing, the babies crying on the screen. And I don't know why I thought that was hilarious. I was in here rolling when they showed that, because that was shade. That was shade that he was doing, and adding that the image along with his speech and everything, it was just like he delivers the best shade, like top tier shade, and I absolutely love it. Like he's like that bad guy, and I don't know, he just makes being bad look so delicious. Like how could you not like him as a bad guy? It just looks so delicious, like Thanksgiving dinner, Des, don't you think?
Yeah, he's mad cool with it. That's why I say, like, he's the bad guy, but you're cheering for him because he's saying funny shit. He's like, and he's keeping it a buck. He's like, yo, fuck your PG, fuck your standards and practices and all that other stuff. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, and come and get me. Do something about it. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that he's staying out of that box.
So with that, to some people, wouldn't that be considered inspiring? Because you're saying fuck the rules, fuck standards, fuck PG. I'm going to be me. I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's on my mind, the way it is on my mind, and the way that my mind is telling you to tell you what's on my mind. Like, I love that, and it's inspiring to sometimes just be that way.
Yeah, I mean, because you're trying to be your authentic self without having to be in a box and being told what you can and can't do. Is like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Who am I hurting by being me? And yeah, I agree with you 100%, Shane.
As opposed to Cody trying to be The Rock, and it's like, no, sweetie, no, it's not working for you, Putin, because you already have this persona of like the good guy to eat your cereal, eat your vitamins, and get straight A's in school. You can't just flip it and try to curse and be like The Rock because The Rock did it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like because now you're copying him and it's not authentic. But The
But
Rock,
yeah, it's PG. It's PG curse at that. Not even cursing, but PG curse. So it's like a little funny. It's like innuendos or whatever like that. You're kind of still masking it. So while The Rock is outright saying shit and fuck in the middle of a live crowd, and then everybody's just like, oh man, like, it's been so long since we got that aggressive language and stuff like that. So it stings the ears, and it's unbelievable because again, it's been so long. Jay, how about you? How do you feel about that? Are you feeling what Shane's feeling? You agreeing with that? Because I don't want you to be back there just not doing nothing. Now, participate, boy. Come and get in here. Get in here.
Guys, I'm here. I'm in the ring. Anyways, yeah, I actually, I like what they're doing with all of that. What Shane is saying. I prefer that innuendo. Bring it back little by little because you're letting us know what the future is coming ahead. So you might as well do it now. Get everybody on board to have this type of an attitude mentally going forward. So if there's someone that's gonna do it, let the boss do it and let him show the standard bearer for what's gonna be going forward. And if this is it, then shit, keep on cursing, keep on saying what it is. I definitely want to hear it.
Did you know? Shane, as always, with his weekly shade. Come on, Shane, get over it. But look, did you guys know that in 9 months, WWE Raw will be uncensored on Netflix? Did you know that, Jay? Did you know that, Shane? Did you know?
Obviously, everybody knows. Come on, the entire community knows. Jeez.
Really?
yeah, dude. Ever since the beginning of the year, we've been talking about that. Remember the whole Netflix crew came to the Netflix top execs came to a Raw episode. That's when they first started doing the all black with the Raw logo, and we talked about how cool that looked. Yeah, we know that Netflix is
Then
coming. Did you know?
the
No,
night
Yes.
the,
However,
the
they
night we got a
remind
million commercials. We
but
got a
that's
million
not
commercials made.
that's not what I said. I said, did you know that they would be uncensored on Raw while they're on Netflix? I didn't say, did you know that Raw's moving to Netflix?
would you be uncensored as opposed to what's going on now? Yeah, of course it's
Yes.
Netflix.
Yes, on USA, but I'm saying that it's actually an official thing. Before it was us speculating, but this time around it's actually official. That's what I'm saying. Did you know that it's official and not us just speculating as wrestling fans saying, oh, because it's on Netflix, it should be this. And I'm telling you that it will be this.
Oh, I see. So it was reported.
Correct.
You got confirmation that it will in fact be okay. Okay.
Correct.
You know what, Des? I'm gonna do it for you because I'm a man and I'm bold enough to give myself this. So next time I'm gonna listen to every word that you say instead of the immediate words and base it on that. So to answer your question, and no, I did not know that. And that is interesting. But Des, being that you said that, what does that mean in terms of how far do you think they would actually go now that they have this freedom?
Well, I would say it's a double-edged situation. One, I don't think WWE would do anything differently. I think what would be different is the fact that we won't get blackouts anymore, like on these networks, and we won't get muting of the fans saying "holy shit" or whatever, or if like The Rock says a cuss word on air, because it's not one of those networks on TV. It's not USA. It's not Fox. So they let that fly. I don't think WWE will push and have more than what we're getting now, but the fact that it'll be okay to air it because the live audience is hearing it, so there's no difference from the audience at home. But the network that's carrying it, they make the overall decisions on what they want on their air. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking well, being that we're in 2024, 25, we'll probably get more blood and curse. I mean, we're not going to get more skin, because you don't need to do that. You don't need to push the envelope too much like that, because you already have the people, number one. And number two, is it fair to say, fellas, that WWE has more kids as fans than any other circuit, because our top tier stars are so attentive to them, especially outside of the ring? So yeah, Des, we have to be careful with that uncensored thing, right?
Right. But again, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that they're going to change anything as far as WWE, the company. What's changing is what they're, the network that they're airing on. That network is not going to bother muting out the fans or blacking out the TV because of a sign. You feel what I'm saying? Like the whole situation when The Rock was in the ring and it had the Die Rocky or Die um, sign. That wasn't WWE that was blacking that out. That was Fox. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like they'll let what they do already. They'll just keep doing what they're doing and having, depending on what time of the night it is, certain languages, allowed. But they're not going to go over the top with it. But they don't have to worry about the network muting the fans or blacking out the screen. Jay, what do you think?
Honestly, me as one with a kid and everything, and my daughter doesn't really watch it like that, as opposed to when she was younger. But I would say it like this: the majority of kids that are watching now are through their parents that more than likely are heavy on wrestling and been watching it forever. That I'm pretty sure if they're there at a live event and they're already hearing these type of curses or whatnot, that putting it on TV, is or Netflix per se, is not gonna probably it's not gonna hurt. You know, the kids know right. They know more than better not to be cursing at home and saying what the wrestlers are saying because it's an act. It's an act basically. And also, I feel there's going to be a certain time when they decide to up the antes as far as when they use that type of a language. Now, you know, I don't think it will start at exactly at 9 o'clock when they're going to be saying shit, fuck, and all these other curses. I think they're going to wait to a specific time and feel like, okay, fine, the kids on this side of the country are sleeping. More than likely they're going to be put down, yada yada yada. Boom. Now we can start our vulgar hour, or we can start pumping shit up here and there. So, you know, I'll I'll wait till the 9 months, well, 8 months from now, 8.5, 9 months from now to when we get it. So let's see how they keep on going with it because we're already seeing little bits and pieces of it as we speak. Let's see what happens on this weekend and if they bleep anything out during Mania weekend.
I don't know if you guys remember when Triple H first took over. The whole language situation changed. I mean, if y'all don't remember the promos with Riddle and Seth and Drew, they were cursing, but WWE was actually blurring out the curses, but you knew what they were saying. So I already see like what Triple H wants to do, but apparently he probably was told like, yo, you gotta scale it back a bit, bro. Like it's a little strong language here on a PG show. We don't want to get kicked off the network, even though you know. But then again, because of the time of day, as soon as WWE goes off at 11 o'clock at night or whatever like that, Chucky, they swear like left and right on that show. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes on regularly, I think it comes on like at 9 o'clock, and there's nothing but cussing on it. So I guess it's just a back and forth thing between the company and the network, but it'll be interesting. But that's the future. We are here now tonight, Monday Night Raw, the week of WrestleMania, back at this promo. So Mr. Rocky Maivia lets Brooklyn know that he did not come alone. And that's when the tribal chief, his music hits. And he walks out with the bloodline, him, the wise man, the enforcer, and Jimmy. And they make their way to the ring. And Roman gets into the ring after he tells Brooklyn to acknowledge him. And it's an awesome sight. Brooklyn, again, is on fire. Roman has this to say.
I came here to acknowledge my family. No yeet. And if you continue with that, I'll leave. Whoa.
Brooklyn.
I have to apologize for these idiots. They're distracting me. I'm trying to cover some business here. And I'm trying to put my family over, so please shut your mouths. I want to take this opportunity to thank my cousin. Because, to be completely transparent, this is going to be the easiest WrestleMania of my life. Thank you. A tag team match to determine the stipulation for Sunday night? I mean, come on. We're going to smash those fools. And then his bloodline rules on Sunday, and that means we're going to have our way with Cody. But for that, I'd like to say, thank you, cousin. But that's not it. No. He went above and beyond as he usually does. And he made that boy bleed.
Shane and then Jay, what's your reaction to what Roman said? And did you guys look at The Rock? Did y'all notice how like he was like a happy little soldier being complimented by the boss, you know, and his good deeds? Like, good job, Rocky. Good job. You did a great job. And he's standing there to the side, all smiling and like, yes, thank you, boss. Like, what was your reaction to that?
So yeah, it was good to see Mr. 1,310 days as champ Roman Reigns to get out of bed and come and see us in Brooklyn tonight. Good morning, sir. And yeah, this whole thing, you know, as he was saying it, I was thinking about Cody. Poor little Cody, how he got his ass handed to him last week. I'm like, yeah, this of course this is going to be easy because you have your whole squad that's with you. So yeah, regardless if there's going to be rules or not, you're still going to find a way to have more than two hands to win. So you know that's all that I'm getting from this guy is that he has multiple hands. However, only two of them is holding the championship. Jay.
Honestly, like with the way that Roman was talking, and he was letting the fans know, like, look, there's, when they were yeeting while he was talking, and he said no yeet. The only thing I could think of is the end of our show and how we do everything with the yeeting and no yeet. That was definitely an epic thing right there. I liked it, and the fact that he was threatening to leave, and the crowd was like, nah, boo, you ain't doing that to us. And then Roman apologizing to The Rock, and then thanking The Rock. And The Rock is just, every time, like that said, every time The Rock was being mentioned by Roman, you could just see him just like gloating by just standing and feeling more prouder and prouder of him by saying what he said. So, Roman was also talking about his shirt, and he was like, "This is family above all. I do anything for my family." Letting everything be known. And the fact he was calling Cody a politician, and also mentions of A&E last night in his documentary. And y'all already know, if I lose, I'm gone. So enjoy it. So, ladies and gentlemen, whew, thank you, my tribal chief, for delivering this tonight.
Yeah, and they hinted on that multiple times tonight too. That that line that he said in that very very well bio that they did of him last night. Good job, Paul Heyman, for directing and executive producing that along with Triple H. That was that was a hell of a goddamn bio. Shane, when you get a chance, check that out, bro. Like, wow.
Are you kidding? I totally did. I watched it twice yesterday. They played it new, and then they played the Miz versus Daniel Bryan, and then they played
Yeah.
Roman again. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. That
okay.
was an awesome documentary.
Oh,
You haven't
okay. I
missed
was
it.
about to say. I thought I was just going back and forth with Jay about it last night. But okay, yeah.
Nah,
Well,
that
I
Miz
was.
that Miz one was good too, though. Don't say that
Yeah.
shit was fire too.
Yeah, I remember this. This is during the time when I wasn't watching WWE, so I did not know anything about any of that as far as the Miz and Daniel Bryan. The only thing I knew in there was that whole talking smack situation. I seen that, and I was like, hell yeah! And then it actually inspired me to watch their match last night. When Daniel was actually okay to wrestle again, so I was able to do that. But yeah. Anyway, let's get to this message.
What up, fellas? What up? It's good to see everybody on Monday Night Raw, 3 Belt Podcast. What's up, gentlemen? Raw was good tonight. Raw was pumped up.
Better late than never, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for my tag team partner, the one.
What's good? High definition Lawan. He's finally here. What's going on, Lawan? Hope all is well with you and family, and hello to everyone that is visiting today. Right, Des?
That's right, Jose Cuervo, Rob, and our girl Spotlight. Yeah.
But Des, let me ask you a question, and Jay also. The part with the Roman bio, if that's what we're still talking about.
Yeah, because we're still in this promo. So yes, go ahead.
How awesome was it when they spoke about Roman's brother Rosie and what Rosie thought about Roman? Almost had him like in tears because of how awesome those words were to him and how inspiring they were. Wasn't that amazing, Des and Jay?
Yeah, I was like, wow, and it's crazy because it's an authentic thing because of the fact that he probably never heard that before. Because you would think like, why would they even have that, that content? So definitely, Jay, before you go, let me just play this message real quick, if you don't mind, sir.
Finally, a wrestling talk that I can listen to. Yeah.
Oh, all right, Rob. Well, I'm happy that you found us. We're on here every Monday at 11:15 after Raw, every Tuesday at 10:20 after NXT, and every Friday at 10:15 after SmackDown. The Three Bells Podcast. We are live all 3 days out the week, and this week we have the 3 days plus twice on Saturday after Stand and Deliver and Night 1 of WrestleMania, and Sunday after Night 2 of WrestleMania. So we will be on here 6 times in the next 7 days. Lord have mercy. But this is what we love to talk about. This is what we love to do. So we're all for it. So yeah, WrestleMania week. Jay, go ahead and answer Shane's question about the situation with Rosie and his words to Roman, because they were great.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I missed that part because, like I said, I watched the first 40, 45 minutes, and then I missed the other half for the other rest of it. Like you said, you told me you watched the back end. I watched the front end, so I missed that part.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, guys.
I guess I caught the most important part. I caught it when he was I caught it from his last run as the big dog when he beat the Undertaker and all that, and his feud with Brock, and then it led into what we have today. But moving right along, so Roman's in the ring with Rock Bloodline, and he's talking his shit, and then he stumbles and bumbles on some words, and then Seth Rollins' music hits, and they all turn towards the Titantron and are waiting for him, but yet Seth, being the smart man that he is, he does his old shield thing and comes down from the fans, and he stops there. And before we continue, let me play this.
One question: do you guys think LA Knight is being wasted? Well, not technically wasted, but like he should be in a bigger picture of WrestleMania. One question: do you guys think LA Knight is being wasted? Well, not technically wasted, but like he should be in a bigger picture of WrestleMania.
I think LA Knight right now, he got the main event against Roman, and I think that this feud with AJ Styles is good for him because he's still working with a former WWE champion, a main eventer, somebody who has a hell of a lot of experience. So I don't think he's being wasted. They're still trying to build him. He's still fairly new to the WWE audience. And at times it feels like his stuff is getting stale, but I don't think he's being wasted. He still has a lot of story to go. It's still early in 2024. We have a lot to move forward with. And I believe that he will get the W this weekend over AJ Styles, which will propel him into an actual main eventer seat instead of being the top tier, mid card guy. So this is only in his favor. Shane or Jay, you guys got anything to add to that?
I mean, you kind of know what my thoughts on LA Knight is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. To me, he's been fizzing away, and because it's the same old, it's the same old LA Knight. I mean, how many times can you actually say that? I mean, or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Rob, if you're like a big fan of LA Knight, not everyone is as big of a fan. Maybe after Mania, because my money is on AJ. I like AJ compared to LA because he's always bringing something new. He always seems fresh as opposed to LA. He just came out of nowhere. Like this whole big pop thing just came out of nowhere. And then it just stayed. And it's the same spiel. He has the shades. He says whatever he says. He disses whatever. And then he does the point LA Night. It's the same spiel. The same spiel. So after Mania, I'll either my story will change after Mania, Rob. It'll be either I'm going to hate more or I'm going to apologize and give him his flowers. There you go, Des.
So you sound like me with the whole situation with the Pride and Final Destination or Final Element or whatever the fuck their names are. But if that storyline, well, wait, hold up, no, they made it to WrestleMania, so I don't have to admit nothing. I don't have to admit shit. Jay, I'm sorry, but they made it to WrestleMania. But your
How did
thoughts?
that happen, Jay? Because we didn't think that was going to happen. Like, we
Watch
remember on
that shit.
Friday.
Watch that shit be on the pre-show. Watch. Just
No,
watch.
it's not on the pre-show. No
It,
pre-show.
it, it, where does it go? Where does it land at?
Uh,
If that shit's in the mid card match, then that's your bathroom break for the night. Because I don't see
it's
that match being much.
it's on
Honestly,
night two. Night two. WrestleMania
I
night
know.
two.
They gave
Mm-hmm.
that match. That's probably the worst match of the whole entire night two card. If you want to look at it, they will
Night
have to.
two.
Damn, really?
They they will have to
I'll
deal with a lot that match. I mean that night because honestly, if other fights are performing and they're doing good, and this match doesn't live up to the hype, as I've been saying, this shit is gonna be possibly the worst match you've ever seen.
Hey, Jay. Hey,
Whoa,
Jay. Would,
cool.
would, I, would I help open your mind by saying that this is going to be a street fight? Are you aware that it's a street fight?
They're not gonna fight in the streets of Philly now. Come on, bro.
No,
Oh man, oh
Jay.
no,
Jay.
nah.
Just because it's called a street fight, they're not going to go out in the streets of Philly, born and
Nah.
raised, where the playground is where he spent most of his days. They're not gonna have to fight at that basketball court and then go to Bel Air. It's a street fight, which means that there's no rules, man.
Shane.
See,
Nah.
see,
Jay
Jay, see, this
thinks
is why, Jay, this is why I'm always coming into your room. Because you say stuff like that, and I have to come to your room and talk to you face to face. You know what I mean? And it's like, Jay, that is not a street fight. But being that it's a street fight, wouldn't it change your mind or have you at least open your mind that this could possibly be a good match? That's all I'm saying. All right,
oh
now I'm
shit.
leaving Jay's room. Bye, Jay.
Yo, Shane, you play too goddamn much, man. Come on. Look, you made me lose my voice. But wow, yeah. The other matches, we might as well just get onto it. The other matches that's along with the Pride, it's right now it says the Pride versus the Final Testament, LA Knight versus AJ Styles, Logan Paul versus KO versus Randy Orton, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, Io Sky versus Bayley, and then Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. That's night two. I guess, and I guess that's the order as well. But we're gonna go on commercial break real quick, sponsored by Luan.
That was a good biography, man. Very good biography, very touching. You got to see a lot of the stars from Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, John Cena, even Paul Heyman. He's an excellent narrator, man. We got a chance to hear from these guys on how they felt about Roman and his family members. It was a very good biography, excuse me. And everybody that's in the chat should be able to watch it and look at it. It's very good. Shane O'Mac with the pots again, man. Shane O'Mac, man. Get out of J room, man. Get out of J room.
I had to go and talk to him because he didn't understand what we was talking about with the street fight. So I had to go in his room and let him know. But I'm out his room now. I'm back home now. There you go, Dad.
All right, so as I was saying, Seth Rollins comes out of the audience and he has an idea. Seth, talk to us.
So here's what I'm thinking. WrestleMania 5 days away. Biggest WrestleMania of all time. Tonight here in Brooklyn. Biggest Monday Night Raw of all time. I think, Brooklyn, you deserve the biggest main event of all time. What's he thinking? He's not thinking what I'm thinking he's thinking, is he? So, you think this is all here because of you, right? You think you're responsible for all of these people filing into this building tonight? Well, how about you put your money where your mouth is? How about tonight in the main event, it's Seth freaking Rollins versus the final boss.
Jay got so happy when he heard that.
Or, hey, guess what? Oh, we love it, Brooklyn. We love it. But I don't think old DJ's got the balls. But his cousin, the tribal chief, he might have grown a set in the last few years. I don't know. So if The Rock doesn't want to fight me tonight, I'd be more than happy to take on Roman Reigns in the main event tonight. As a matter of fact, boys, I'll leave it all up to you. You guys pick who wants to fight the real champ. Who's it gonna be? You can even name the stipulation. We can do this in a cage. We can do your stupid little bloodline rules. We can do a ladder match. We can do first blood match, since that's your thing. Who's got the balls?
Good question here, Seth. Who's got the balls? Shane, then Jay. What was your take on everything that Seth said tonight, including the biggest main event ever on Raw, and then what the Bloodline agreed to?
Nope. When he said that, I said, no way. Those people did not pay enough to see The Rock or Roman fight tonight. You want to see them fight, you got to pay them heavy tickets at Mania. That was all talk. That was all fluff and puff. And at the end, we saw what happened. I wasn't falling for it. And I even said it on the chat. It was cool that you came out, and stood there, you did the old Shield entrance and stood there along the crowd, even though you had that knucklehead guy that that had his phone right to his face. I wish you had slapped him. That would have been a good highlight of the night. Keep your camera up in face, dude. But yeah, it was cool for him to have said that. But come on, us real people, we know that wasn't really going to happen. Well, someone here did think that it was going to happen.
Mind me, sheesh. Damn. Fine. I wanted it to happen. I was getting hyped here at home. It would have been nice to see The Rock come out for one night only in Brooklyn. Shit. It would have made us. It would have made us even in the chat more think about it. Like, damn, we should have been there tonight at this shit. But yeah, we got, Mr. Solo Sokoa accepting it, and we got bloodline rules in the match stipulation tonight and everything. Yeah, it was cool that Seth did the Shield shit. I felt that was needed, and yeah, Shane, they should have really gotten that guy out of his face because that guy was doing quite too much with the recording and everything. I don't know. I wouldn't have been for it. Like, I would have took an extra couple of steps going down and ignored him, and it just kept on like walking closer to the ring, or maybe an area where you could get to backstage even faster. But it's the Barclays, and he wanted to do it in the crowd and everything, and he did have the crowd when he asked those questions and everything. And he also let him know that he got backup. So to let people know that he got backup, already had everybody like, oh shit, what time it is, So it was cool. It was cool to see coming from Seth. And yeah, I did want the match. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm not the only one that's thinking that because the cameraman himself, I don't know if you noticed how far off to the side Seth was because they was trying to hide that knucklehead guy that was standing close with his goddamn phone in his face. Oof.
Yeah, and not to mention the people that were yelling into the mic. I was actually waiting for security to come down and be like, "Yo, back the fuck up." But I mean, it's Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn. You gotta let Brooklyn be Brooklyn, by all means. Let's see. We have a.
What is up, peeps? Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on your time zone. It is your boy Knives, aka Penelope Sparkle Booty from the Attitude Era Show, coming through to give you guys some good love and positive vibes. So, what's good? What we talking about?
All right. What's up? Yeah, we're just breaking down this first promo that we got this I was about to say this morning. The beginning of Raw with the Bloodline and Seth Rollins, and kind of the letdown that we also got with the main event. Even though two of us up here was like, we're not gonna get The Rock or Roman fighting tonight, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool overall program that lasted about 30 minutes. Jay.
I don't know. More than likely it did. I didn't write it down as I normally do. So
Yeah, I'm
I guess
surprised.
I normally usually just write that for the first segment to see how long it goes before it takes on commercial. But since they let us know it was going an hour without commercial, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. They can talk.
Yeah. Well, shit, we basically almost went an hour on it too. So yeah, moving forward.
Oh, fuck all the way off with this Seth Rollins bullshit. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. Y'all don't really know me like that, but like I'm famous on stereo for constantly shitting on Seth Rollins. Like he's the worst. Oh.
Whoa. I've never heard anybody speak bad about Seth Rollins before. This is new to me. Shane, have you? This is new territory. And shout your show out one more time. Cause yeah, I'm curious. Shane?
Yeah, Yeah, I just got hit in the head with that one because usually, we're all fans here. That's the first time ever that I'm getting booed on the head like that. Not to mention someone hating on Seth.
Yeah.
Cornyo, Jay. Say it ain't so, Jay. Say it ain't so, man.
Hey, it's cool to have fans thinking otherwise of certain wrestlers. Not everybody's gonna like certain guys, and it's cool. I appreciate that. Thanks for the shout out.
I wonder if he's a Cody Cryberry as well. I mean, because none of us up here are. You guys definitely are not. You guys can't stand that guy. And you know me, I'm right in the middle. I don't care, but as long as I've been watching this story, so I wanted to see the climax to the damn story. I don't want to just have been watching this shit for 2 years for no reason. So yeah. So moving right along out of that, they showed us a little bit of video from the MMA hour with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. Apparently, they had a little run-in with each other, and then it led to a backstage promo with Becky, just saying, "Look, I ain't got shit else to say. Rhea, meet me in the ring tonight, and we're gonna talk there." Which is, I'm like, I respect that, and that led into our first match of the night. I can't believe we're almost an hour into the show, and we're just now getting to the first match of the night. That's fucking incredible. Jave and Shane, tell me about this match. What did you think about it? New Day and DX versus the Judgment Day. What were your thoughts, guys?
Honestly, like after what we just had gotten that first segment, I was like, hope this match at least lives up to the hype because I wasn't all for the 8-man tag. I would have rather seen them fight separately, but I can understand why they packaged everybody the way they did. And honestly, the thing I could say that I enjoyed the most was watching how Priest dominated with just laying waste with the choke slam, the kick, and then the razor's edge. Like he took everybody one by one and did something to them, and then just said, "Look, fight's over. Your future champ is here. You hear it now? What I'm saying? The future champ is here. He showed off for the city that he's from, and he letting us know, I'm champ soon, everybody."
Oh yeah, I forgot he was from New York. I completely forgot about that. Shane?
Yeah, that's a real tough act to follow. And me personally, I knew that coming into Mania week that we're not going to get like some real heavy, intense matches. I'm not looking forward to that, and I'm not surprised that we didn't or not going to get it because everybody is saving their full 100% energy for Mania, which is this weekend, which is like what, like 5-6 days away. So yeah, that you come in the ring and you have your little very light expedition matches. Don't go too crazy out there because you don't want to hurt yourself. I mean, yes, it's Brooklyn, so you do want to go a little extra, but not too much, but just enough. But then again, you're going after The Rock and Roman and Seth. It was tough. I mean, it was an okay match, but yeah, that was on my mind the whole time, Des. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Even Triple H said it on his Twitter that the road to WrestleMania is winding down, meaning like, okay, we're not going to be too crazy right now because WrestleMania is right here. With that being said, we're going to go on a commercial break, sponsored by Mr. Sparkle Booty himself.
Yeah, bro. So when it comes to just all three of the Shield guys, Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose, Jon Moxley, they're all an exercise in mediocrity, and you can tell. You can look at the whole shows. Like look at like WWE right now. Bro, The Rock came back and in 3 weeks completely wiped out Roman Reigns. Anybody not watching this show that comes in when The Rock comes back, they're like, is he the leader of the bloodline? And Seth just 8 straight years, just constantly. Dude, I can't miss you if you don't leave. Fucking Jon Moxley, he takes a fucking hip toss, and next thing you know, he comes up bleeding because he's bloody blood, man, with all the blood and more blood and just bloody blood. So that's him. Yeah, just an exercise in mediocrity. Oh yeah, by the way, attitude error. Shout out to my boy Quavo. I see you, baby. Also, a quick question to all you guys on the panel. How mad are y'all going to be when Cody Rhodes defeats Roman Reigns, finishes his story, and then Damian Priest cashes in on him and takes the title immediately? Because it's going to happen. It's book that shit right now. Lock it in. I'm telling you.
Dude, I would not be mad at all if that was to happen. I got my Bacardi chilling, waiting to open when Damian Priest does that. And then we're going to talk about it. And you're going to be right back here at the Three Bells podcast, and you're going to celebrate with us. How about that as an answer? You watch and see. We'll see you again at this time next week. Right,
Yes,
Des?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's cool to know that you're on the same show as Quavo. We watched an episode or two of your guys, and you guys are really cool, really really cool, man. So thanks for coming and showing your side of the ring and how you feel. But you know what? That leads me to WWE Rumors, Reactions, and Hot Takes. So he said that Cody Rhodes was going to beat the Tribal Chief, and then he said Damian was going to cash in. Did I hear that correctly? Shane or Jay?
Yes, he
Yep.
did.
All right, so
Something.
so here's a WWE rumor that I want your reactions to. It has been said that a top AEW talent has signed with WWE and will be making their debut this weekend at WrestleMania. I have the name of the person who it is. I don't know if I should release it. You know, I've been on a roll releasing these things and they've been happening, but I don't know if I should release it or not. Jay, Shane, what do y'all think?
Is it that MJ whatever guy? Because it was said.
Maxwell. Yes.
What's his name, Jay? You know who I'm about?
MJF. Yes, that's my boy.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure that in your information, Des, it also says that the AEW website, they stopped selling all of his merch. Like his merch is
Yeah,
nowhere on his site. Like they just eliminated him the way freaking WWE tried to erase Brock Lesnar until they found him innocent. But I think that's the guy you're talking about. Are we right?
that is correct. This is not Did You Know, so no points for you. But yes, that is correct. All of his
Okay, I
stuff.
got my own points. There's my points.
Yes, all of his stuff from the AEW shop zone or whatever they call it over there has been deleted. He is not on their main roster or roster anymore. And it has been reported that, and we don't know if it's true or not, because this is the Triple H era, but it has been reported that he signed with WWE and he will make his debut at WrestleMania and he will cost Cody Rhodes the championship, leading into a feud between the two of them in WWE. So yeah, that's to be seen.
Ooh, is
Add
it
more.
because they had beef at AEW before Cody came to WWE, Des or Jay?
I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't watching,
Yes, they
and
did. Yes, they did. They had a big beef when Cody was TNT champion. So that's could be something that's on the horizon. They had a wild match and MJF beat him. So it's definitely something you could think about at that because also MJF is from Long Island and Long Island ain't too far from Philly. So that would definitely be one.
hmm. Real quick, I want to shout out my guy Mars. Mars, dude, I like that picture. That Men in Black suit. That shit looks fire, bro. Welcome. And Drew, my guy. What up? What up? What up, Drew? What up, fellas? Let's play this next message real quick.
Oh no, I'm not on that show. I'm not on that show with Quavo. That's a whole nother thing that Quavo does. Attitude Era is a thing from here. Yeah, Quavo got all kinds of shit going on. That boy be grinding.
Quavo, bro, you need to tell us all your shows, bro. Promote all your shows on here, so people that listen to us can listen to you, and yeah, for sure. We got another message.
Okay, if this is absolutely true and MJF is signed, can we put MJF in NXT and somehow, some way injure Tony D'Angelo so we can get MJF versus Dragunov? Or we can just not get Tony D'Angelo? Just no Tony D'Angelo.
Wow.
Tony D'Angelo is the worst wrestler on the planet. And
Oh,
it's not
shit.
even close.
Oh my gosh, look at this. I think I like. I think I think I like you because you're going against everything that we've been saying about a lot of the guys here that you're mentioning, and it's a very good point of view because we were just talking about how we liked him, Tony D'Angelo, because we do our podcast on Tuesdays as well after NXT. And Jay, I think you might have a new listener because he seems to know his shit. How do you feel about what he just said, Jay?
Honestly, that sounds like something that could possibly happen, or maybe MJF starts a feud with Tony D. That would be some shit if he came as stand and deliver. What? NXT will be must see TV if MJF falls that way. So I could definitely see something like that. I wouldn't want to see Ilya against MJF because you know we don't really find Ilya serious as a competitor in ring style, but it seems like the uppers at WWE have bigger plans for him. So I would rather see Tony D against him, and let's see what can happen around there because they both have that similar mafia style type attitude. and maybe they could fight for some part of the family type shit. I wouldn't mind it. Shit. And to answer your other question that you have asked before, I've been saying this to the guys as well. Like, I feel that Priest should come for the big Kahuna title, and that's the undisputed championship. I've been begging for it. He's tried too much to cash in on the World Heavyweight Championship, and has been unsuccessful. So if he could get his hands on the big Kahuna and cashes it in, oh man, what
So
it's gonna
Jay,
do for the what happened?
so sorry to cut you off, but so how about this, right? Cody outright beats Roman Reigns in that Bloodline Rules match with all the other Avengers being there, right? And then MJF comes out and he meets him in the ring, and then he does whatever his finishing move or whatever it is, and then Damian Priest follows and cashes in right there and beats Cody for the title. Would that satisfy you?
Bro, that will make the end of Mania possibly be the greatest ending that we've ever seen if some shit like that happened. Do you know, like, me as a Latino man watching wrestling and never seeing a Puerto Rican as champion in my lifetime? That would be the one of the biggest things ever to me. And that really hasn't happened since possibly like your father's, since your father was born, since my parents were born, shit like that. That was the last time we seen a Puerto Rican champion. Like, basically, Carlito's father was like him and Pedro Morales were like the only two Puerto Ricans, and that was back in the 60s and 70s.
Des, if you think about it, what you
Mm-hmm.
just said, like everything you just said makes sense. And you know why? Because you're saying Cody beats Roman and he becomes the champ, right? So he
Mm-hmm.
literally has the belts and he's celebrating. And at this very moment, the story is over. His story is over, and he won, and he's the champ, and he beat Roman, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
story doesn't say how long he has the championship for. So even when, MJF comes out, or if Damian comes out and he gets the belts, he still ended his story and he was still champ. Even if it was for a minute or two, he did what he came to do. So at the end, it's just Damian taking advantage of the situation, just like MJF coming and, I guess starting or continuing some beef from AEW. But in the long picture, like, Cody did what he did. He defeated Roman and he became
Right.
champion. And then here comes Damian Priest taking advantage of this moment, which we've all been waiting for. And now he's the champ. So I see nothing wrong here. That's one of the reasons for us to party, because what you're saying, exactly, bells and horns. Everybody wins, and it makes sense. Yes,
Yo,
Des.
look,
Yes.
I wanted to ask y'all guys this though. When they have this tag team match on Saturday at night one, also, I wouldn't be too surprised if, like, Damian Priest has his eyes open also on night one, just because of the fact is, you got both champions in the ring, and there's a possibility of both of them being down and out and hurt. Like, it's crazy how there's so many ways and stipulations. Like, he basically has three chances this weekend to try and cash this Money in the Bank this weekend.
So you think that they would take the chance and change one of their main events to make that happen? Because if he cashes in on night one, both of the title matches on night two. So now you're gonna have Drew versus Damian, or Roman versus Damian. Roman versus Cody. Jay.
No, you can't win it on the first night, because what's the end result? What's the prize if there's no prize because Damian took it on the first night? Like what Des says, like that makes sense. And I know you're my tag team partner and all, but we can agree and disagree. But I disagree with him going for the titles in night one. And not for nothing, I seen them more worn out on night two from night one.
Mm.
Don't you think, Des?
Mm. Yeah, I think it'll be as far as Roman and Cody is concerned. I think that'll be a fair fight on night two because of the fact that both of them had to fight the night before, and either way, neither one of them is going to be 100%. As far as Seth and Drew, that's not going to be a fair fight. Seth is going to be hurt, so we'll see. We're going to go to commercial break, sponsored by all the messages that we have, and we'll be right back.
Why? Why? For why? I need to know more. I need more information on this. Why do you like Tony D'Angelo? For what reason? Because there aren't any. At all. Ever. Like, what reason is there to like the fake spaghetti bender? He's like, hey, Gabagoo, look at me. I'm a fucking New York mafioso. Motherfucker, you're from California.
Come to our show tomorrow.
I'm sorry for yelling. I apologize. You know, I'm gonna check my tone a little bit. It's just when it comes to Tony D'Angelo, I go up to an 11. I need to bring that down to about a 2. So I'm gonna be at a 2 right here. Loosey goosey, baby. Loosey goosey.
Come to our
Yeah,
show
so
tomorrow.
like my dream scenario for WrestleMania is like we take Seth Rollins and Tony D'Angelo and put them into a little program real quick, and then right before the opening bell, we just 9/11 the ring. Just 9/11. 2 planes right into it. Too much?
And I've been saying that Damian Priest is going to cash it in, man. And I keep telling everybody, he's been very quiet lately with it, too. So expect the unexpected. He's going to cash it on one of those guys. I wouldn't be surprised if he does the Austin Theory route and cash it in on Gunther. I'm just saying, you never know.
Nope.
So the thing about the night 1 shit with Damian cashing in is that's a very good idea, except for the fact that he's going to be in a ladder match with 11 other dudes. And you know, like, Damian Priest likes to do flippy shit. So he's going to do some, like, major, oh shit, look at how athletic this big guy is shit. And he's going to, you know, take a huge bump. So he'll be like, oh, my back, my neck, I can't do it tonight. And then get miraculously healed, maybe get some of that magical Seth Rollins back tape, and then be okay, and then go cash in on Cody. It's fine. Everything's good.
And we are back from our commercial break. Shane and Triple J, what are your responses to everything that you just heard right now from our 2 compadres?
Well, you already heard my response. It was in between the commercial breaks, but yeah. First of all, homie, you know you're so passionate about this story on NXT. I'm going to say this the way we talk to all of our guests that's real passionate and likes to, they on level 10, but then they go down to level 2. Do bring your ass to our NXT recap show tomorrow, and you can go as high as 11 and 12. We highly, highly welcome that high energy and that high passion. Don't turn it down at all for us. If anything, turn it up, and we will match it. Trust me, we will match that energy, baby. Oh, my bad. I'm done. Jay.
Yeah, honestly, you know, hearing from the guys and everything, yeah, you know, I would love to hear your thoughts, you know, tomorrow after NXT where we know with Tony D and everything. I didn't say I was a big fan of Tony D, but you know, to see like an MJF stipulation, yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing that because they're 2 mafia guys. And why not, you know, get your feet wet with a guy like him, with a guy that's boss like. You're boss like too, MJF, you feel me? And yeah, man, bring it, turn it up. And Lawan, you already know, bro. We've been waiting for this moment, and it's gonna happen sooner or later with Priest. And I'm just hoping, you know, if and when he does cash, I want him to, like I keep on saying, I want him to be on the Big Kahuna title. So, you know, good luck to Priest.
Yeah, wow, that was a lot to digest real quick, but let's move it on. All right. So after we had our first match of the night, which was kind of lackluster in a bit, we have backstage to the Bloodline.
He's ready. He's ready. You got this thing on lock. I should get out of here. Yeah, you good with that? I'm good. Final boss? On lock. Where you going? I gotta write the speech. You're writing that speech. You're writing the wise man speech. Somebody gotta do it. Hall of Fame. You're welcome, wise man. All right. Hit me up if you need anything. Got you. Congratulations, wise man.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't understand, what you've just learned is that the tribal chief will induct the wise man into the Hall of Fame this Friday. Thank you, Final Boss.
Have a good night.
So, guys, how do we feel about, out of all the people that we were speculating about a few weeks ago when this news broke, that it's going to be Roman Reigns to induct Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was that the show that we had Mars on? I don't know. All these shows, we're almost at 50, so it's starting to become a blur. But Jay, Shane, how do y'all feel about that? And Lawan, I was trying to add you in, bro. Come on, pick up your phone.
Honestly, bro, I didn't expect any of that as far as with Roman. I was expecting like maybe a former ECW person, but with the way now with them picking Roman, it makes me feel like, you know, if they was to really had Brock Lesnar written off, that was probably his first choice, and they probably said, we can't go with him. So more than likely, Roman was his second choice. But damn, you know, it could have been, like I said, a former ECW person. You know, I was thinking maybe the Dudley Boys would have probably done it, or like a Rob Van Dam or somebody. But nah, I didn't really expect that. That shit came from left field, and you know, it was a pop fly, and the guy didn't. It wasn't the ball wasn't caught. It wasn't caught at all.
It's like I'm surprised but not surprised because of everything that they've been through, this whole time. And even before this whole bloodline thing, they had like a relationship. Like they've had this relationship for a long time. So I'm looking forward to seeing, Roman's speech. And of course, I am so looking for out of everyone that's in the class, Paul Heyman. I mean, nothing beats a Paul Heyman promo. And we're about to get one for the Hall of Fame. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. And I know that Roman is going to be awesome also because Paul deserves nothing but the best from a speech from Roman. Des?
I think somehow, some way, they figure out a way to still bring out other people to just acknowledge Paul Heyman. Roman might get the speech, but I think that they'll still find a way to bring out other guys to acknowledge him and his contributions to WWE and wrestling as a whole. Real quick message.
Okay, I can respect it. Roman Reigns inducting Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame. I mean, I get why it wouldn't be Brock, one, because they got all the allegations behind him with the Vince McMahon stuff, which I still think that's Cain Velasquez, and it's not Brock Lesnar. But I wanted this to be Jim Cornette. I wanted this to be Jim Cornette so bad. Their careers are intrinsically linked with each other. Like with the dude, this would have been so great. And the speech. Jim Cornette would have been up there like, this motherfucker would probably go climb up a tree to tell a lie rather than stand on the ground and tell the goddamn truth. But goddamn, this motherfucker wasn't a great worker. Paul Heyman, come get your ass up in the Hall of Fame.
He sounds like him. Yo, Lawan, what's your thoughts on it?
What's up, y'all? My thoughts is that I felt like Roman was going to induct them regardless because right now they're the hottest faction right now, so everybody got their eyes on them. It's also looking like Roman and Rock is going to be everywhere for this whole week. They just did Monday Night Raw. I think they're going to Jimmy Fallon Wednesday, and then I guess they'll be in SmackDown Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, WrestleMania. So yeah, I'm expecting Roman Reigns to induct Paul Heyman again for the simple fact the fraction is hot right now, and the history with Paul Heyman being down with that bloodline generation. There's history behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get this straight, Des. You invite your
Mm-hmm.
tag team to the table, and you don't give him his proper intro.
I was about to, but then you jumped right on in.
Boom. There you go with this boom.
Right. He wanted to press his buttons. He didn't give me a chance to even say anything. I was going to say,
No,
and ladies and gentlemen, that was
introduce him first, and then he answers. That way, the people know who he is as he's talking. Not just ask the question and then afterwards. And you're only saying that because I'm calling you out.
He's right, bro.
No, the thing is, when I brought him up, Jay was in the middle of talking, and then when he got on, you were in the middle of talking. So I was supposed to stop you and be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, in the bundle," or just wait until he finished talking.
That never stopped you before. That has never stopped you before when Jay or myself was talking, and then Lawan would come and you would interrupt us and say, "Oh, before you continue, let me introduce my tag team partner and my boy." Please, how many times you've done that?
Please give me the episode number and play it back for me. Don't just throw out assumptions. All right, give me proof. Play it back for me.
I'll get back to you on that, but as of right this second, I'm too busy being 1/3 of a co-host of the Three Bells podcast, which is being broadcast live. Live.
Yeah. He don't have no proof. So like I was trying to say before he interrupted me with that nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that was my tag team partner, Lawan. Lawan, thank you very much for joining us.
I'm here every Monday. The best co-host on the show. The best co-host. Also sometimes on SmackDown because other people don't do their job. So, yeah.
Oh, man. Jay, he's taking shots at you. Wow.
I'm not taking shots at Jay. I'm talking about the other dude from last Monday. Matter of fact, last Friday when he was talking about he's returning. Nope, he's not even nowhere on site right now. Where is he? Not around.
Friday.
Oh boy.
According to my memory, the only guest I've ever had on my Friday show was you, Lawan. Remember Lawan?
And there was somebody else too.
I know
it
he was
wasn't
talking
Monday.
about. No, I know what he's talking
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. He's talking about my cousin, my family, my bloodline. That's what he's talking about, Shane.
Yeah, where is he? Where is he? Wasn't he supposed to be here tonight? Wasn't there supposed to be like a family faction tonight?
No, I spoke to him.
Tristan and
no, I handled it. I excused him from tonight. I spoke to him though throughout the show of Raw. So yeah.
That's unfortunate because Jay and I, we wanted to go to the Raw episode, and hopefully your faction was going to take over the show today. And then Jay and I was just going to be in the Barclay at the 4040 Club, drinking down and tuning in. And right here, what you say? You should be here. Yeah, we in here drinking, and
Shane
I
is
ain't
hijacking
drink,
my
you're
show.
drink.
Listen,
really?
I'm sorry. I'm shutting up.
Shane,
the fraction. Me and
Shane,
Mundo are the fraction. That's it.
Look, guys, stop it. Shane over here drinking Pepsi.
You know what?
He's going crazy.
I'm leaving, and I'm going to Jay's house. I'm leaving. I'm going to Jay's crib. Jay, open the door. Jay, I'm home. I'm at your door. Open the door.
Yo,
Jay, where you at? Open the door.
It's probably cloudy in here.
He ignoring you. He tripping over Pepsi bottles.
Yo,
like,
Jay,
I'm coming.
wake up. It's the first of the month.
Oh, shit.
Yo, y'all are retarded on this show. Let's go to commercial break real quick. We'll be back after these messages.
I appreciate y'all fucking with my Jim Cornette impression. I've actually been working on it basically since I started listening to the drive-thru. Like, out of people in wrestling, like him and another guy, those are the best two impressions that I do. All right, here you go real quick.
I think that was something that CM Punk mentioned last week, the drive-thru. I remember him saying that to Pat McAfee.
You're listening to the Three Belts podcast with me, Drew McIntyre. And at WrestleMania, I'm going to win the title. And this time, it won't be in front of fucking nobody.
True. He can do Arnold Schwarzenegger. I could do Jay-Z.
Oh, Lord.
Appreciate it, Triple J. Shit crazy out here, B.
Yo, what the fuck is going on my show
What
tonight?
is this, Showtime at the Apollo? What is going on?
I don't know.
Here,
I don't know what's going on right now, Shane. Shane. You put something in the air. Shane, you put something in the goddamn air. Now everybody done lost their goddamn minds. We're going back on commercial.
That's because Shane came over to my house.
Did you know?
That's why.
Did you know?
Hey, my guy.
Oh.
Did you know? My guy Mars, what's good, bro? What up? Shane hating as always. My God, why do you hate on my segment so much, bro?
You just have to encourage him hard, Mars. See, and now he's gonna revamp. He's gonna re-edit this intro. It's gonna be even longer. It's gonna be more dramatic.
Damn right. Lawan, I'm actually gonna change it, Lawan. I'm gonna change it to what you. I didn't have the time to do it today, but I was gonna change it. Next week it's gonna be. Did you know?
That's fine. As long as did you know? Don't worry about what Shane O'Mac is talking about. He's just mad because he didn't come up with it.
Exactly. I'm not going to pay him no mind at all. And with that being said, we're going to go to Mars. Mars, my guy, Mr. Man in Black.
Shane, don't be like that. Don't be like that, Shane. You know it's the best segment.
I told you. See,
Thank
Mars.
You. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I told you, Mars, when you was on the show with us a few weeks ago, that my co-hosts hate the segment. They hate on it so much. And every time I do it, Shane's like, oh my gosh.
No, I don't. Des, don't do that. See why?
You just did it.
Me like that.
You just did it. What are you talking about?
I hate. Why are you using? Did you ever hear me say that I hate the segment?
I've
never said.
You talk negative about it.
Yes.
I talk about when he started with that whole ding, 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 ding. Like that thing was when I started going,
no.
Just say what we're. No, I love. I don't hate the segment.
Shane. The first time I had to
remixing.
No, LaJuan was there. The first time I did you know? With the echoes, and Shane was like, oh my gosh.
Jay, open the door.
Can you get us out this fucking... Jay's leaving you by yourself.
No, he's more than welcome. I'm coming to get some Pepsi in the fridge, so come on, hurry up.
LaJuan,
I got a bottle in the room ready to crack open anyway.
LaJuan, you remember when he was joking on me saying I was going to do that on the train?
It's fine.
Remember, yeah, he was like, oh, you're going to be doing that on the train, and he's going to be like, hey, the next stop is 14th Street.
Right.
Did you know? Like, yeah, y'all been hating from day one.
Come on, that line was funny. You was cracking up too. Y'all was both laughing when I said that. Come on now. Give me at least one flower for that. That shit was funny.
That was funny.
Next stop, 14th Street. Did you know?
No. All right, so we're gonna head back to the show, and we're still doing our promos and stuff. We're here with Daniel Bryan and Chad Gable, and I'm happy that Lawan's here on the show with us now because I definitely want to aim a question at you.
Daniel
Chad,
Daniel Bryan?
who
Right, he
did I
did
say
say
that?
Daniel
What?
Bryan.
I
Chad
did that.
What?
Gable. He did say Daniel Bryan, Mundo.
My bad. I didn't. I didn't even realize that because I'm looking at Chad Gable, but for some reason in my mind, because I'm seeing Daniel Bryan because I saw the whole Miz and Daniel Bryan thing last night,
Not even
and
on the
I
program no
don't think I've
more.
I don't think I've ever seen Daniel Bryan without a beard. So I just looked at that and seen Daniel Bryan. This is so weird. All right, Shane. God damn it. But as I was saying, we're gonna head into the promo video with Chad Gable and Sami Zayn.
I don't know what I'm thinking, letting you run me into the ground 1 week before this match. What do you think, I'm not good enough? Oh, no. You're better than good enough. Okay, you main evented WrestleMania last year, all right? But that's when you had the hunger, and that hunger's gone, okay? I'm trying to pull it out from you. That's what we're doing here, but you won't let it out. What's holding you back? Nothing's holding me back, Chad. What is holding you back? Why are you so... I am afraid, okay? Is that what you want to hear? I'm afraid of letting people down. I'm afraid of letting myself down. Everyone who's believed in me, I'm afraid, okay? I'm afraid of seeing that disappointment on my wife's face again. I'm afraid of seeing tears stream down my son's face. The way I saw them stream down your daughter's cheeks. Don't you get that? Do you get that, Chad? Do you understand that? Sammy, I understand that better than anyone. I know that you get it, okay? I do. But you still looked me right in the eyes and you told me you don't believe I can beat Gunther. You can't beat Gunther. I wasn't telling you what you wanted to hear. I was telling you what you needed to hear. You're at your best when people are doubting you, okay? So let's find that hunger and let's prove them wrong together.
They got the soft soap opera music going on in the background. Yo, WWE is fucking hilarious. Lawan.
Yes, sir.
Yo, so do you still feel the way that you do about Chad Gable, seeing that, you said that he's going to turn heel and cost Sami Zayn this opportunity. You still feel that way? And then I'll go to Jay and then Shane to end that out.
Before I continue, I just want to thank WWE for finally letting Chad Gable be able to do something, man. It's been a long time. He deserves it. He is great in that ring. He's just excellent. I'm glad that they're moving him away from Alpha Academy because you start to see him less and less with them now. Moving forward with this, hell yeah, I still think he's gonna change. Mess up Sami Zayn's title chances of winning that belt. Hell yeah, it's obvious. It's looking like it's part of the storyline. This is to get Chad Gable up for people to look at him a little bit more serious. Now that he's moving away from the Alpha Academy, he's going to turn heel, like I said, and him and Sami Zayn is going to do something together. Sami Zayn is a great wrestler. He's main event WrestleMania. Why not put him to work with someone that's also good on the mic, just as Chad Gable, someone that's good in the ring, just as Chad Gable, and have them work with together and see where it goes from there. And then maybe they could give Chad Gable another run or put him somewhere where he could fight Jey Uso or other opponents. Well, now that he's being taken serious because his character is being taken serious, and I can't wait for his new character gimmick. Cannot wait. And the segment was also funny too when it was working out.
Honestly, this segment was probably brought to you by Days of Our Lives because that's what it felt like when them two were talking and having their little, one-on-one little thing. Like, come on now. We all know Chad is gonna fucking turn on him at Mania. Don't mention your wife and kids when the same shit happened to me. I'm losing in front of my daughter. You know what? I'm gonna make you lose now just for that. Don't mention that shit to me. I'm gonna train you and I'm gonna help you, and you're gonna get your ass beat, and we're gonna have a match eventually one on one. I definitely can see that shit, LeBron, like where they go one on one, and it leads to a nice, feud between the two, probably like leading into SummerSlam, I think.
I totally agree.
Of course I'm scared. Because I'm scared. You should be scared. Because it's you against the world. And it's you against a guy that we all know that you can't beat on a one-on-one with no interference. You, Sami Zayn, is going to beat champion Gunther? You can do all the crying you want. You can have Chad Gable on your side and you can have the Jane Fonda workout exercise all you want to. But at the end of the day, you're not going to win. because you have to fight that demon that is within you. And if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your children. Do it for your wife. God damn it, just do it. Des.
Yo, I cannot do this show anymore. Yo, am I bugging or is Shane's comedic timing like unheard of? It's unfucking real. I can't do this show anymore with you, Shane, because yo, bro, that was perfect. That was perfect. Let's go to this message real quick.
So I'm watching this whole thing go on with Chad Gable and Sami Zayn. And then he's like, I'm afraid. And he goes into that. And like, as soon as they stop talking, the next thing I'm thinking is, okay, are they going to like get into real tight shorts and halter top shirts and run on the beach to Eye of the Tiger? Because this shit is straight from Rocky 3.
Shane, that was Emmy Award winning.
Yo, like Shane, like really, like
Thank you. I was just about to ask you that. Give him 3 bells for that.
yo, like, and the thing is that this shit comes off the top of his goddamn head because he doesn't know where I'm going, what I'm gonna do. Like this shit is unreal. And Mr. Sparkle Booty, I feel you. That's why I said this felt like a whole soap opera situation because of the music in the background and all that. But I definitely didn't want to get too far into it. And like it's like another minute or so in that promo, but it defeats the purpose to play it because you can't see what's happening. So anyway, moving forward, we are still backstage, and now we are backstage in the Judgment Day's clubhouse. Judgment Day, take it away.
I guess we are ready for WrestleMania, huh?
You ready? Oh, hey, we saw what went down at the MMA hour. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I got Becky's attention now.
Hey, what's up, guys? Pareja, gracias por la invitación. Gracias por esta invitación.
You didn't tell us we had company.
Oye, ven acá. We gave you our blessing to handle your father at WrestleMania, but this is too much. Cut the crap. I'm gonna make a call.
You've done it now.
Oh, Mommy, can you talk to Priest? Maybe tell him not to get so angry or something?
That's fine.
And
Fine. I'll talk to Priest. But remember, we need to get this communications situation working again. Yeah? Yeah? Talk to me next time.
anyways,
Deal with your friends.
Legado el Fantasma, meet Judgment Day. Mommy, JD, Finn.
Touch me.
Hey, stop. Gracias por invitarnos a su guarida. Qué rico huele. No? Hey, how about we play some darts? Here, I got you. Aldos. No, not you.
Jay, what are your thoughts on that segment right there? Then Shane, and we'll hit it out with Lawan. What was your thoughts on that? Because the way Rhea was looking, and bruh.
I honestly thought first and foremost, like when Santos came in there, gave him the handshake and everything. The first thing I could think of is, like I was saying earlier to you guys in the chat, like, look, Dom feels to me like he's gonna be leading his own little faction with these guys. You know, now that he got this guy's attention and he did everything unannounced, it's like he's not caring what anybody's telling him no more. And this is giving me like throwback WCW vibes as to where, you know, Eddie Guerrero was with Angel's father in a tag team, you know, in the LWO back in the days. So, you know, maybe this is something that's playing out in their way, but in a different form.
Yeah, I don't see him creating a whole new faction. I see him joining that faction that's already created. Like, you know, they're together already. And not for nothing. You're gonna have this guy whose idea of having fun is playing darts? It's like, dude, we coming here to see you. Where's the party? Where's the drinks? Where's the dance floor? Where's the girls? And you wanna play darts? Jay, this is the guy that you think is gonna create a faction? Mr. Dart? Come on. Des, I mean, am I bugging for thinking this way or dart?
That's the last thing that I would think to do. I mean, shit, but I guess they don't have a pool table, obviously. But thanks to R-Truth, they've upgraded their clubhouse a lot. Remember, he was like, shit, I don't even have a TV in here. So, yeah, Lawan?
Well, for me,
darts.
I think this is a way for this guy to get closer to the Judgment Day. Maybe Damian Priest does plan on cashing in his title, and let's say he does win. Maybe that could be a way or an eye opener for him to look over him and probably take the title for him, or maybe just Dominic is just thinking about leaving because he's been doing a lot of shit on his own. He didn't let Judgment Day know that he was going to be in that match with against his father, and the situation right now, with these guys playing darts and stuff, just coming out of nowhere and not letting nobody know in Judgment Day. So I don't know what's going on with Dominic. He's been tripping lately. He better hope Rhea Ripley don't whip his ass. He better hope Damian Priest don't chokeslam him. He better get it together and figure it out.
This takes me back to last week when Shane was like, Rhea and Damian have been pretty much like, soft on Dominic and JD. They're touching the fire, like, stop doing that, stop doing that. And Shane was like, look, they need to grab him up and be like, stop fucking touching that shit because I told you to stop doing that shit, blah, 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 blah. And like, this is what happens, JD and Dom have been losing like crazy recently. They're not completed their tasks. And look, JD has a lot of mouth. He's been back talking a lot. Dom is just doing whatever the fuck he feels like all of a sudden now. Because of the fact that there's no clear leader in Judgment Day, they're just acting out like kids. So I think that's part of the problem. And I also wrote, I believe I wrote, is Judgment Day breaking up? Like question mark? We'll find out after these messages here.
Okay, I like the idea of Rhea Ripley and Elektra Lopez fighting for Dominic Mysterio's affection. Like, I like that idea. Like, have them like, sniping at each other constantly and shit. And Dom's just kind of sitting there like, hey man, I'm rocking with mommy. Like, y'all cool. I ain't really part of this, but, and then like Electra's doing her like businesswoman thing and Rhea's doing her like, mommy's on top thing. This could be a nice little program between the two of them. And we're not going to shit on darts. We're not going to like poo-poo darts. Darts is a very fun game. Takes a lot of skill. And it like, you get enough whiskey in you, and darts is a wonderful time. And what is up with the Judgment Day constantly doing stuff behind Damian Priest's back? Damian Priest specifically. Because, Finn brought in JD McDonough. He was like, yo, who is this fucker right here? And eventually it came out and it was all good, And now this, like, dumb shit, man. Like, even if the Judgment Day doesn't break up, I can see Damian Priest just being like, fuck off with this shit. Look, I'm about to be world champion. I don't need this bullshit.
Jay, I would like for you to respond to that because you've been calling everything as far as Judgment Day since day one of the podcast. So please go ahead and respond.
Bro, I've been asking for that shit because you could just tell, like, when Rhea at one point was trying to be the, more dominant leader of the group, Priest wasn't having that. And, Priest was more or less, over the time just getting there. And you could see him taking more of a leadership role when she wasn't around. And I've been dying for him, to cash in, do his own thing, singles by himself because it's needed. I fucks with Priest, and he needs this more than anybody. He gave us the clue the other night when he said about, sometimes people got to think about doing things individually as individuals, coming up to Mania week. And when Rhea was like, is there something you want to tell me? He was like, nah, let's just go handle our business in the ring or whatever. So, Priest, shit, I'm for it. I'm down for it. This man's been deserving of having gold around his waist, and I've always said he had to take that role leadership wise in order to make what he has around him, making it, it makes it more believable that he got this briefcase on his hand. So I'm for it.
Jay, what about your the story that you created as far as like Judgment Day if they did break up? What was the scenario that you gave us? You said it in the chat, but put it out here so they can talk about it.
I was saying more or less that Rhea Ripley would probably more than likely stick with Dom and with JD, and Finn will venture off with Priest. But the way I'm starting to see things now, and with the announcement of Clash at the Castle tonight, I'm starting to think that possibly we could get a Finn and Gunther match leading into that PLE, and Priest. At first I thought that maybe Truth will play a role in it, but I see Truth playing a role in this tag title match on Saturday. So Priest has a lot of ways to go, and as far as the group breaking up, that's like, yeah, it's probably time for them to start going their own separate ways because they each have their own dominant type styles that you can tell coming from each other. Like, you see now, this is Dom's evolution to come out, and you was the one that brought up the fact that the interview that she had that Rhea had with Logan, and the evolution of Dom, And now look, we're gonna fully get that evolution of him as a character, where now he starts to step up,
Right.
and this is his like, I've graduated high school and I'm in college now, so now I'm leaving that. I graduated from my father and now I'm in college and I'm graduating this. I'm on to the next level, and in order to be to that next level, now I got to overshadow my guys that are ahead of me. So
Jay,
I definitely see that.
yeah, like I think in a sense, like I get what you're saying, because originally the whole purpose of Judgment Day was to, get all of these guys back on track, because at that point when Edge started it, they were all singles competitors, but they were all basically floundering in the company. I mean, Finn was to the point where he was back on NXT. Uh Damian was US champion, but nobody gave a shit. Rhea, she had a big moment against Charlotte at WrestleMania, but she lost. So it was just like, okay. Dom was the baby face with his dad. So when they got together, I think, it made sense. And they've grown as individuals within the group, and I don't know. Is it time for them to break up completely? Because are they safe enough to go out there on their own and still make it? Or do you think that they can have their trials and tribulations like the bloodline, but then still stick together down the road? Like, that's a good question, but we'll get to more of the Judgment Day later on. This leads us to our second match of the night, which is fucking incredible. We're only talking about the second match. Shane, Lawan, and then Jay. Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn. What were your thoughts on that match?
Always good to see Big Bronson. It's always good to see him do his thing. This match was confusing. So and you guys can answer this question if you want. I'm guessing that Sammy lost due to countout because he saw Chad Gable like roll in and got his ass handed by Gunther. So he just ups and walks away to go and try to help Chad. Like, dude, what are you gonna do? What the hell are you gonna do that's different from what Chad did and got his ass laying on the damn ground? And look what happened. Your ass is laying right there next to him. You didn't do anything that was worth of you to get out of that ring and to finish this business right here with Bronson. See, this is your weak point right here. You're not focused. You was in a match where you were supposed to win, but you were supposed to prove to us, the doubters, that you can in fact beat Gunther in a match. But how can you prove that when you're in the match and you just up and walk away because you're so worried about somebody else, about something else? You don't even finish a match. So right there alone, again, you're giving me more reason to believe that you're not going to win and you're not going to be champion. And that's all I got, dudes. Yeah, that means I'm done, and whoever's next can talk.
Lawan.
Talk some more.
My bad. I thought it was Triple J. The match was good. Just like Shane O'Mac said, just the Sami Zayn just leaving. He saw Chad Gable just get thrown out like a rag doll, so he figured he needed to go help because, again, this is part of the storyline, long term booking. This is what's going on. So, of course, Chad Gable going over there, not Chad Gable, this guy going over there to go help Chad Gable off the floor completely makes sense. Reason why I keep saying this is going to go more and further after WrestleMania with Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. So, as far as Bronson Reed, I don't know why they don't have him in the WrestleMania card. He quite deserves it. I think they're gonna probably put him in the Andre over the top battle royal for Friday Night SmackDown, which we thought was going to be at WrestleMania, but I guess it's going to be on Friday. I don't remember if it was on Friday last year when Bobby Lashley won, but yeah, that's what happened with Sami Zayn. Got his ass whooped.
You're correct. Yeah, the tournament was on a SmackDown last year too.
Copy.
Jay?
Honestly, bro, I was like, we really are getting the same matches last week. Come on, I would have gave Sammy another opponent to fight instead of Bronson back to back. And I would have gave Bronson a different match leading up into the Rumble that he's in coming on this Friday. I didn't like that at all.
Matter of fact, he
Because
didn't even fight Bronson Reed. Didn't he fight Ivar?
no. Sammy fought Bronson last week. This was
Oh, yeah,
part
this
two.
week. He fought Ivar
Bron-
today, right? Or
no,
Bronson.
Ivar was Ricochet.
You're definitely right. Thank you for correcting me.
Got you. Because I'm just like, you know what, you lost to some last week, and now this week you got to redeem yourself. And I'm like, nah. No, I wasn't too into it, and I was at a point in time where I decided to say, you know what, let me get my food out the oven and shit before it burns, because this match definitely wasn't too much for me. Didn't excite me. And by the time I came back to see the ending of everything, that was basically the part I really wanted to see, where Gunther was just showing how dominant of a champion he is, and he was like, "Look, I got this guy, and I'm dragging him out there, and now I've got your attention, and you've been distracted, Mister Sammy. So now I'm gonna beat your ass and his ass." And that camera view they gave us was sick. When Gunther was standing right over him, the camera was right there next, right under them, looking at Sammy. I was like, "Oh, that shit right there was fire." And Gunther gets him back up, chops him right back down, kicks him, and all of that. It's just like, yo, why did you even bother even coming tonight to Brooklyn to get, for all of this bullshit? Because now, in my mind, Gable is going to be like, look, you could have just let me get my ass beat while you focused on the fight. Don't worry about me. I'll eventually get my revenge on Gunther, but now that you try to help me, look what you did to yourself. You caused this on yourself. That's gonna be the reason why, what Lawan was saying, about the heel turn with Mr. Gable. He's gonna be like, "Look, I told you so. I told you to focus. I told you to do this. I told you to do that." And it's gonna probably be one of the biggest ass beatings we've ever seen Chad Gable do to anybody. Watch, I can
Yo,
feel
I
some shit like that.
cannot wait. I cannot wait.
All right, we're gonna go on commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna go straight into the next segment. So, commercial break, sponsored.
Hey, while you are correct, getting all these guys into a position where they could be seen as stars was what the Judgment Day became. This all started because Edge wanted to be New Metal Dad. Edge wants to be like, yeah, I'm coming out here and I'm New Metal Dad. I got a haircut like PC Principal. Come on. Okay, back to the Sami Zayn Gunther match. The thought I was having is, can we have Giovanni Vinci, the bald dude, can we have him cause Gunther the match, and then the next day on Raw, Gunther just beats the hell out of him, kicks him out of Imperium. 1 week after that, we bring in Charlie Dempsey to replace him? Because I like this Charlie Dempsey kid. He's got something. I mean, of course, he's William Regal's kid. Why not? And can we have Akira Tozawa win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal so he could do the little dance in front of the trophy? I would love to see that. Just give me 3 straight nights of Akira Tozawa standing in front of that trophy, just doing his little Tozawa dance. Nasty. How about Clash at the Castle for the world title? Gunther versus Drew versus Sheamus. Part 2. Thoughts?
I will cancel everything WWE if that little ass Tozawa were to win a match that has how many guys in there? No way. Dance or not, you want to dance? Go on Soul Train. Go on Solid Gold. Go on TikTok. Don't do that shit in no goddamn Royal Rumble match. Absolutely not, Des.
Hold up. I know. Thank you, man. Okay. What's up? Hey, Day One right here. Stop playing. Hey, Big Goose, I'm gonna let you know right now. If you free next weekend, all right. I mean, I know you got a busy schedule, but if that thing clear, man, hey, come through the Philly. It was WrestleMania 40. I'm gonna whoop my brother ass. You try to come? What's up?
I'm gonna be there. You know what? I'm bringing my single world premiere. WrestleMania. You know what it is.
Say less, dude. Yeah. Say less. Yeah. I'm gonna see you. That's it, PJ. Yeah.
WrestleMania. You already know.
Jay, your thoughts?
Bro, when I heard that, I was just like, wait a minute, are we gonna get a new Yeet song? Or are we gonna get an actual WrestleMania anthem for once that we haven't really got from like back in the days when we got like the soundtracks and stuff, like the volume ones and the volume twos. This might be the new version of it, and I'm all for what Little Wayne got to bring to the table. And we got also Meek Mills on the line, so this is a nice little hip hop experience we getting within WWE, guys. And why did I get the violin?
That was by accident. That was a guitar, not a violin. Shane?
Accident, schmaccident. What better way to premiere your single as one of the biggest freaking artists on the planet? You know how many people love this guy? They love this guy. And they've been asking for a long time for a single and or an album. And you're about to premiere that in one of the biggest programs of the year. It's perfect, man. It's perfect. I love how they incorporated these two that way, both worlds, the wrestling world, the WWE, they win, as well as true hip hop fans and true Lil Wayne fans, because of course they're going to tune in because they want to hear the song also and then download it afterwards. So it's a win for everybody. I love the idea.
Lawan, any thoughts on that?
It looks like Jay's gonna be getting a new thing, man. I can't. Hopefully, it's an up to date version that's gonna get the crowd hyped. Cause Lil Wayne is big, one of the goats of in hip hop back in the days, man. He's still one of the goats. Um, Again, also, it's looking like the bloodline. It's looking like Christmas for the bloodline, man. Like I just said, they go into a show on Wednesday, Friday Night SmackDown. You got Jay, you got Lil Wayne coming out for Jay. The Rock is doing something tremendous for the bloodline, man. It's looking good, even though Jay's not with the bloodline. Look, you got Lil Wayne.
So you guys would rather a new song for Jay by Lil Wayne for WrestleMania versus him doing his main event Jay song and getting the fans hype and with the hand movements and stuff, because that's so over right now. So like, y'all would rather them pivot sideways from that?
No, I honestly think it's gonna probably be a song that leads into it. Like, you know how we got that album back then, that Aggression album, and where you had the hip hop guys sing as part of their track or whatever, and then the beat's a little bit different, and then more than likely it will lead into Jay's song. So, I could see something like that, and where we going backwards within that generation into this
So
new hip hop generation.
so you're saying basically he's the opening act for the brother versus brother match. So he'll perform, and we know that okay, now it's time for Jimmy versus Jay, and then their regular songs will hit. That's what you're saying?
That's my gut feeling, because I was feeling that way when I saw the Meek Mill's commercial afterwards. I thought it was gonna be Meek to do it. So it could be either guy. But after Jay just got the blessing from Son, I'm like, oh shit, oh, that'll be a hot if he introduces him like a big fight field at a boxing event or UFC event where you got the artist coming out first doing his track, and then the guy comes out, the boxer, the UFC guy, whoever the guy is comes
Basically,
out the ring.
I
basically
agree
what
with
we
you, Triple
saw
J.
what we saw last year. Lil Uzi Vert performed his song, and then after that, the Usos came out, and they dapped them up and all that. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're all saying right now. Correct?
Well,
I
Jay is
agree. And
assuming that it's a new Yeet song. He's not doing no damn Yeet song. He's just premiering a new song, and then it's going to, it's going to fade into Jimmy's song. He's going to come out and give him daps, and we're just going to move forward. That's all this. This is him. He's going to premiere his new song, not a Yeet song. It better not be no goddamn Yeet.
So okay, all right. So I'm gonna play this message, and then we'll move on.
Hey, check this out. So Lil Wayne come out, they got a little stage for him. They bring out Jay, he premieres the new single. That shit fire. All right, we, let the crowd get into it a little bit, and his opponent, Wayne, come up. Hey, hold up. So the final boss hit me up and he was like, maybe you could do a track for Jimmy too. And Wayne gives us 2 new tracks. What's good?
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
So we'll be getting a Yeet and a no Yeet track at the same time.
I
I'm
mean, why
for it.
not?
I'm
Why
I'm
not?
for it.
Shane,
I'm staying out of this. I don't know nothing. I'm going to sit here, listen to my jazz and my old school hip hop. I'm good.
We still waiting for their father to say that he might be special guest. So
Shane, you're on the same side as me. I think it's gonna be the same thing as last year. Like I said, Lil Uzi Vert came and performed his song, the hip song that everybody was doing, and then the Usos came out after that. So we'll see. Moving
And
forward,
I would say, I don't know if you agree, Des, but I hated that. I did not like that opening. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. Hopefully Wayne would do a better job, but I did not like that little
you didn't
whatever
like
his.
it. You didn't like it because his bridges weren't pulled up properly to his waist, and the song doesn't really have any words to it. It's just music. So I get
No, I
it,
didn't understand the point. I mean, yeah, because at the time it was like, the hottest song. So yeah, you're gonna,
and it's
you
Hollywood.
want to use that, and it's Hollywood, and you want to bring those people in, and yeah, I get that connection, but you got people that like it, you got people that didn't like it. I'm one of those that just didn't like it. There you go.
Old school. All right, moving right along. We have Drew McIntyre and his eulogy to Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship reign. Drew?
My goal and my dream was to main event WrestleMania. This is not the cards. Taking down the bloodline is bigger than us.
Look at my eyes. What do you see? CM Punk has no match in Philly. On January 27th, the world lost the opportunity to see an out-of-shape has-been main event WrestleMania. When his brittle, fragile body failed him worse than it did in the UFC, Punk's tricep, like the rest of us, wanted to get as far away from him as possible. Now we're left with a thin-skinned guy who saw Jared Leto as the Joker and built his entire personality off of him. Seth Cringelord Rollins. Seth, you're broken. You already have one foot in the grave, and your pride is you convinced you'll survive The Rock, Roman, and the Bloodline, and then still beat me? You deserve all the beatings coming your way. You deserve all the pain, the suffering, the misery, because you have begged me for it. You deserve to have the casket closed on your championship reign. At WrestleMania, I will do just that. I will take that broken down old workhorse out back and put him down once and for all. Amen.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think Drew is doing some of the best work he has ever done on screen, on X/Twitter. Amazing. Fellas, what was your thoughts when you saw that promo from Drew McIntyre? I'll start with Shane, go with Lawan, and with Jay. What up, fella?
Facts on top of facts on top of facts. You can love or hate this guy, but he's speaking facts. He's speaking the truth. What more can you say except that maybe there is a big chance that this man is going to enter. He's going to enter Monday as our new champion. The facts is right there for us to look at. The information is right there for us to make our judgment. This guy is on fire right now. We are in the middle of his season. What else is there for him to do except to tell more truth and then to walk away as champ? He's going to be the champion come Monday.
I thought it was a great promo, man. Drew McIntyre stepped it up completely, man. He's one of the best on the mic right now, especially in that Raw locker room. I like what he's doing. When I first saw the promo, I thought it was what's this guy named Bray Wyatt's brother? I thought it was him. Thought he was coming back, and then I saw him turn his face. I was like, oh, this is Drew. And he just started saying some real stuff, stuff that make you just want to stop what you're doing and listen to what he was saying. So, Drew McIntyre, he's determined to win that title, but I feel like during that time, I think my man's gonna cash it in on him. But it was a great promo, and I like what WWE is doing for him, and I like that he's focused and they're focused on him. So shout out to Drew McIntyre for a great promo.
Definitely. When I seen that promo, I had first thought that maybe he was gonna announce a casket match for Mania, and all he did was just sit back and talk so much facts that I was like, yo, Drew, you can speak all night, you can say what you want, bro. Everything you do and say right now is perfect. Is we hear you. Everything's loud and clear. And to let us know about how you feel about Seth, with Seth being cringe and everything, and he just wants to beat him and be the champion again and close the casket on the history that they've had within their beef. So I give him the credit and the kudos to doing what he did, leading up to Mania, and I'm all for this side of Drew. Sun's always been gold, and I like it. But I also want to say, how did we just really jump into this when I could have sworn we had Ivy and Maxine fight against Indy and Candice.
I know that, but I felt like that match didn't need any explanation behind it because
that match was ass. Don't even need to talk about it.
Exactly. Like I strategically did that because I'm up against time right now. But why waste time on a match that was just there?
If you want to talk about it,
I do not want to talk about it.
Negative. A lot of the female wrestlers wrestle like they're scared in the arena, and they need to go back to NXT. That match right there.
All right, fellas. So my timer just went off, so it's time for me to eat. About to have a little bit of chicken parmesan with some kale pesto penne, and I don't know if I want to make asparagus or Brussels sprouts. I'll figure it out in a minute. Anyway, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay humble. You stay as awesome as you always are. Now 313 out.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. That's how I felt about that match that we did not
Thank you.
discuss.
Yes,
I'm gonna go to Mars.
I love Drew, but I think he's so obsessed with CM Punk, he's not going to see Damian coming.
Right, and that was the next thing that I wanted to talk about real quick. The fact that weeks ago they did advertise CM Punk to be in Brooklyn, but he was not there. I think that they must have switched up the script and decided that it made more sense for him to come to Chicago and do what he did then last week instead of coming to Brooklyn this week. But it was still kind of weird because if I was a fan, unless it was a situation that was, after Raw went off where CM Punk showed up, if not, I would have felt cheated. Shane, what about you? If you were a fan there and you paid your money initially to see CM Punk, but he didn't show up or they didn't put him on the show.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how much those tickets were to go to the Barclay? The worst seat was like $150. And you're telling me that CM Punk was coming? Like, it was advertised that he was coming, right? Yeah. You telling me that you got this full card? That's amazing. And now you're saying that he's not here, and even the crowd was screaming out his name. They were screaming out his name because they was expecting him. I would have been disappointed. But the opening I think the opening was satisfying enough. But if I was a real CM Punk fan, I would be extremely disappointed.
Mars?
You know why he wasn't there? Because his promo in Chicago took way too long that it cut like a whole entire wrestling match. But I don't know if that's the real reason, but I'm just assuming.
Well, when you have guys go out there with no actual script, shit happens like that. I mean, look at The Rock. The Rock done fucking how many weeks in a row did he take over SmackDown where, the show had to be rushed and whatnot. So that's not his fault. That's on production. That's on Triple H. That's on them. You can't short change the fans because of what you guys decided to put out there. So it is what it is. Let's move on to the next match, the fourth match of the night, which is Ricochet versus Ivar. For me, I'm happy. I said it last week. I said WWE needs to put a fucking rocket on the back of Ricochet and just skyrocket this dude because he's amazing. He didn't get his just due under Vince McMahon, but man, is he on a fucking roll right now? I mean, that I don't even know what to call it. Again, 2 weeks in a row, Michael Cole even said it. Like he did a move that they didn't even know what to call it when he did the flips and backflip over the rope, moonsault outside the ring to Ivar. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, this dude is unreal, unfucking real, man. And then when he fucking slammed Ivar over, like he threw him over him, I'm like, how is that possible? Like, yo, Jay, Lawan, Shane, what were y'all thoughts on that match? Like, wow, Ricochet is becoming a star right in front of us. And I would not be surprised if they keep his momentum going and he wins Friday, the Andre the Giant Memorial.
Honestly, bro, Ricochet been a star, and it was just always, he was always Triple H's one of his prodigies that he first got when he was like first in charge. So to now see how he's using them and how it's going and this win streak that he's on, you can even hear them acknowledging that, his Lucha Underground shit where he was the Puma. They're enjoying him more. And I'm all for the ride that we're gonna get with him because he's one of those guys that when it comes to like throwback high flyers, he fits the mold, and I'm for everything that they got for the kid. I'm for the Puma and I want Son to get a belt eventually. And the sky's the limit for him. This guy, he's been nice, and it's good that we're getting to see like that little Rey Mysterio thing from him. In the situation where he's defeating everybody that he's not supposed to be really defeating, and he's coming through. So I can see big things on the horizon for him. I'm all for it. Let's go, Ricky.
Proud of Ricochet, man. WWE just got to keep the momentum on him, man. You got to keep him winning for him to look good and continue to look good because the crowd likes him and he has the crowd, he has the moves, he has the crowd. Just WWE just got to keep that momentum on him if they want him to be successful. Because right now he's favorite right now, and right now everybody's digging him, and he's pulling out moves that nobody really sees. So shout out to Ricochet. I hope he keeps doing what he's doing, and I hope Triple H and everybody else that's working with him keeps doing what they're doing for him because he looks good.
You know, sometimes you have the matches where you see that there's miscommunication. You see that the frequency and the vibes are off. Therefore, the match is whack, or the match is considered a bathroom break, or go to the bar, get some beer. When you have a match like this that has power plus agility and speed with agility and some power, you have someone like Ricochet versus Ivar that is giving you nothing but the best out of them because they are both proving that they are, in fact, superstars. They did just that tonight. You saw the best of Ricochet and you saw the best of welcome back Ivar. I miss you, dude. It's so good to see you again. And it's so good to see that you still got it and then some. That doom salt that he did on from Ivar that he did on Ricochet, for a guy that looks like that to do that, that is absolutely amazing. That is gold. And I wrote in my notes that Ricochet, to me, Ricochet is right there with Awesome Theory in terms of sales, in terms of selling the move and make it look believable. He did an amazing job selling today. This was an awesome match tonight, Des.
Real quick, Shane, while I still have you, do you feel that Ivar needs to go back to being a tag team with his partner, or should they really just explore him being a singles competitor because he puts on some really good matches as a single competitor? Shane?
You know, I don't even know the other guy's name, and I'm not doing that to be funny. Like you're away because you're healing, so stay healing. Because both of them together was good. But Ivar is proving that he can be good on his own. Like he does it. Like you got some guys that needs that tag team partner in order to look good. And they can't be singles competitors. We've had this discussion Friday, Des, remember? But Ivar, he can totally hold his own, and he's proven that time and time again. If he never gets to get with his tag team again, that's okay because he's holding on his own. If anything, change the name, make it Ivar instead of the Viking Raiders. Give him his own light. To do that, I wouldn't be mad at all. I would welcome it at this point.
Respect. I'm going to ask the same question to Jay and Lawan in a second, but I just want to get to the voice notes real quick.
Am I the only one that notices that they're fully trying to utilize Ricochet now that AEW has Will Ospreay? Oh man, I still have flashbacks from like the amazing shit that they did in their match, Ospreay and Ricochet. But yeah, shout out to Ricochet, man. Y'all right, man. He needs to be in some type of title contention. I remember at least throw him on SmackDown if you ain't gonna give him no title and let him take that damn title off of what's his name, Logan Paul. The kid did a goddamn shooting star body press. When the hell have you ever seen anyone do that?
Yo, Mars, like this dude is really unfucking real, like really. Jay and Lawan, what are your thoughts?
Well, what part would you want me to answer? Because I know I talked about the match itself, but what is it you
Yeah,
want to
but
know?
well, what I asked Shane last, which was, as far as Ivar, do you think that he needs to go back into a tag team, or has he shown in these last 4 months, 5 months that he's good enough to be a singles competitor?
I honestly think with the way that he came out today, he came out all alone without nobody. Maybe this is the first sign of it, and this was actually the first time they didn't announce him as Viking Raider Ivar, if you notice. So maybe this is his push as far as them thinking about using him as a singles guy.
For me, first of all, the guy name is Eric. His name is Eric. I wouldn't mind Ivar and Eric getting back to the tag team because even though Eric's been injured, he's going to feed off Ivar's energy, and hopefully he matches that energy, forcing them and making them a dominant tag team. So this way, the tag team division could look way more better with just those two. But I'm still fine with Ivar being a singles competitor because he's already proven that he's a singles competitor. Some of the moves I see him do, I wouldn't expect somebody his size to do. So I'm all for him being a singles competitor or going back to the tag team with his partner Eric because, again, I feel like Eric's going to feed off his energy, and being the fact that Ivar is so popular and people are starting to like him too, maybe they'll like Eric when he comes back too, and they'll get something going.
All right, two things real quick. one, Luan, since you spoke last, if my recollection is correct, the Viking Raiders were popular when Eric went out because of the abilities that they both had, and so I see where you're coming from as far as like, it would be good, not good, but you don't mind him going back to the tag team. And secondly, Jay, can you unmute yourself real quick, Jay? Did you
Yes,
say that?
please.
Did you say that he wasn't announced as a Viking Raider tonight? Or
That's what I noticed. He wasn't announced as Viking Raider Ivar tonight. He
he
came out
was.
alone.
No, he
I didn't
was.
notice.
Samantha announced him as Viking Raider Ivar. She did. She did.
Okay.
She did say that.
Okay. But you know
But
what's one thing though that I
what's
could
up?
say about them as a tag team. When they
Hmm.
were in NXT, they were called the War Raiders, and they always came out to this other song, other beat and everything. That when it came out, it made them look more serious, and the crowd in NXT loved every bit of shit that they brought to the ring because it made them believable. But once Vince threw them into WWE and then changed it to Viking Raiders, you was like, nah, bro. Because the first night they came out, I was doing a chant in the house in my crib, and I'm like, war, 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 and then we don't get the war chant. We get Viking Raiders. I said, oh shit, did you really just fuck their whole mojo up with their name? That look how long it's taken the Viking Raiders to be taken serious. It's taken a long time, and without Eric being by his side, is more than likely that we may never see that as a tag team again, because it's plain to see that Ivar's a good wrestler on his own, but you got to make him a believable character. So hopefully, with him being all alone tonight, maybe this is the sign that we need for him to take a different venture, after Mania. So
Hmm.
I'm for the project with whatever they got ready for him. It's gonna take a minute.
Uh, well, Shane can attest to this. I did not care for the Viking Raiders when they first came to the main roster. I didn't give two shits. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? I'm not impressed at all. Shane, am I lying? You know what I said to you. The same way you
Yo,
said to me about the Street Profits. You weren't on it, and I was not on it with the Viking Raiders.
yeah, you totally wasn't on it, and I felt them the first time. And in terms of the Street Profits, it was like I didn't grasp them, and that whole Cap situation really got me, man. Like that was
Really,
that was my immature angle as to why I
Shane.
didn't
Shane,
like.
please expand for Mars and Drew on what you're talking about. Please expand on that, please, real quick.
Okay, so quick fast. This was at a show at Garden, and afterwards, Des and I went back to to save us up to some of the superstars, and I've just seen them like they was just fresh in my mind, the Street Profits. So some guys, it was they was going in their little Lincoln cars, and some was in the tour bus, whatever, this that and third. And to me, when the Street Profits came out, they went into this dollar cab, like this raggedy car that looked like a dollar cab. And I was like, oh, so you bunch of big shot guys, and you going in a dollar cab? Like these are the guys that you like, these dollar cab dudes? And that was an immature me. That was, you know what I'm saying, that was basing my judgment on them on something that happened outside of the ring. Like I was just joking and just jiving, just to make Daz laugh. But they grew on me, after that, because I didn't quite grasp what they were about or what they were doing. But then I opened my mind and I started to like them. But that dollar
And
caps would stick to me for the rest of my life, Des.
and the
Dollar.
same thing with the Viking Raiders. I was not high on them at all, but they grew on me as well, especially during that Viking Rules match that they had with the Alpha Academy. I was just like, wow, okay, I can get with this. So you know the people say don't judge a book by its cover. So moving right along, I got a special interview with our winner of the match tonight, Mr. Ricochet. Rico, say what you got to say, brother.
Ricochet, you are rolling, my guy. Congratulations. 4 straight victories. I have to imagine you're feeling pretty confident going into Friday's Battle Royal.
It's so funny. For the past couple of weeks, everybody's been wondering what's on my mind with you, Kathy, or Byron. They've been wanting to know what Ricochet got to say. It's funny because for the last couple of months, ain't nobody really cared what Ricochet had to say. But now, like you said, I got these 4 victories in a row. Everybody want to know what's on my mind. It's funny, yeah, I'm feeling confident. And then, of course, this Friday, we got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And I guess in his company, to succeed, you have to have some sort of confidence. So this Friday, I'm going to do what Ricochet does. I'm going to be the highlight of the night. I'm going to show up, I'm going to show out, and then I'm going to go home. Thank you, Jackie.
Actually, Ricochet, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you just one more question, if you don't mind.
No problem, no problem.
I can't help but notice that 3 of your last 4 victories have come by way of the Judgment Days, JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. Are you worried that you might be a little too on their radar at the moment?
To be honest, I really don't know. I didn't really think about it like that, but if you're worried about everybody, if you're worried about the people that you beat, or you're worried about this or that, you're really not going to survive in this company, especially not a battle royal where really it's anybody's game. With that being said, I don't know. Actually, that kind of makes it more fun for me. Being on the disadvantage makes it more fun for Ricochet because his whole career, he's been at the disadvantage. So people like to think. So again, like I said before, this Friday, I'm going to show up, I'm going to show out, and then I'm probably going to take Sam to a nice steak dinner after I win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
All right, now Ricochet.
Mhm. See? What I tell you.
You said it last week. You said it last week, Shane.
I told y'all that she'd be whispering stuff in his ear. She'd be like, if you win tonight, I'm going to do something really, really nice to you. He thought about that shit. He said, you owe me. So you can imagine the 4 different new positions that they're doing now.
Yo, Shane, what?
Woo-wee.
Yo.
You need to give yourself a doom on that one, bruh. What? Oh, man.
Come on now, don't front. If your partner is whispering something like that, if they go, if you win, I'll do that thing that I said no to before, but I'll do it now. What? You will run through fire, run through hell.
You know what? Last week I saw on Instagram, Samantha, she has a little camera that faces her. And when Ricochet won, she was jumping in her seat and all this other stuff, mad hype. And she was proud to announce him as the winner. So I see where you're coming from, Shane. You said it. You said that maybe Judgment Day needs more women in their stable or their faction, like what we like to call them now, to motivate JD and Dom to win more. So we shall see.
You know what else inspired me to say that? You haven't seen the pictures of Sam that she's been posting lately? She's been posting a lot of sexy ass pictures. Seems to me that she's going, look what you would get if you win tonight. And they get more skin. We get more skin. I'm telling you, it's skin. It's not pork rind skin. It's all 100% Latino heat. If that's what she is, where she's from, Samantha?
I don't know. You asking me? I don't. She look like a black girl to me.
But if she's from, you're getting that good meat there, dude. That good kosher meat. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, guys. There you
go. I'm dead. Yes, Shane, ladies and gentlemen, that was Shane After Dark. All right, so we're gonna head back into the Judgment Day clubhouse. Judgment Day, take it over, please.
I got this. I'm doing this. I got this. Okay.
I don't understand why Ricochet hasn't been handled yet. Are we not the Judgment Day?
Huh? You're damn right we're the Judgment Day. Listen, me and Ricochet are both going to be in the Andre Battle Royal SmackDown on Friday, okay? Right. There will be more than enough opportunity for me to get in there. And I will. Please do, because I am getting sick and tired of that clown Ricochet. In fact, what sort of a name is Ricochet?
Guys, don't worry. I know JD will handle the Ricochet situation, but for whatever reason, just in case he doesn't, I have just the guy for the job.
Oh, vamos. ¿Cómo está, señor?
Tranquilo.
Santos, Andrade, Santos.
I remember you. Yeah, you too. Forget it.
Andrade, if you take care of our little Ricochet situation, we'll make you a full member of the crew.
I see. You need me?
We don't need you.
To take care of your business?
I want you to take care of my business. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen enough. I've heard Becky's on her way to the ring. I'm gonna go say hi.
Are they using my darts?
Jay, what was your thoughts on that? Because you've been calling for Andrade versus Santos, and they finally met up tonight. Jay, your thoughts?
Honestly, like I seen it and I was like, oh shit. In what way is Andrade gonna, do his thing? Are they feeding us to him? Are they feeding him to us as a heel or as a baby face? We don't know yet. So hopefully, eventually, we'll see that phase of the whole situation with them. But then again, like look at this, bro. Like the way Dom handled himself in that situation, it was like real nonchalant. Like, he ain't give a fuck. Like y'all playing dodge, y'all chilling, all of this and all of that, and you just right away bring another guy into the locker room. Twice tonight, you've done some wild shit that's questionable, and like I'm saying, like there's some way that something Dom is up to that you're like, oh, he's gonna fucking do some. He's on his shit. So I'm for it in what he got. So this is like it's a to be continued with him. So let's just see what's next with him.
Respect. And with that being said, we're gonna head back to ringside. Oh wait, hold on. I see Shane and Lawan want to talk about it. Go ahead, Shane.
No, I don't know why I was going to say something. You know, I can't stop laughing at Charlotte Flair's husband because, it seems like every time he talks, all I hear.
Whatsoever. But I have people who come to me and I don't know them and they say,
This
they
is
ask me
all I
personal
hear.
question like my sex life, how you do it, how
See
you
what
do
they
this.
say.
Well, that's not their business because
Not my business.
even if you were
No,
a regular size, you would not ask a question like that.
no, of course not. Like if your voice sounds like that, of course nobody would ask that. If you had like a nice, deep, sexy voice, married to Charlotte Flair, then yeah. But I mean, you're like,
Yeah, we will always love each other. It's not
right?
going to be a break.
Oh my
I
God.
can't stop laughing because that's all I hear from this guy. But
The plane, the plane, the plane.
yeah, the plane. But yes, I agree with Jay. If some way, somehow, we could get a match with Andrade and Santos, that would be cool. But let's see what's going on here because it can go a couple of ways, I guess. I don't know what this dude Dom is up to, but I'm watching.
Yeah, I mean because it's Raw and SmackDown. LDF, they're from SmackDown. Andrade is on Raw, and I don't know. Lawan, your thoughts?
Same thing how I've been feeling, man. Just excited. Just excited.
All right, we're gonna head back to the ring. We have Becky Lynch in the ring. Becky, you have something to say, Becky? Please tell us
Oh,
what you need to say.
also, it's looking like they might be doing something with those guys too, man. I don't know how they're gonna do it because one is on SmackDown and one is on Raw. I can't wait to see maybe when they might have a match together and how that might go. Being the fact that Dominic Mysterio is like in the middle of that situation, so I don't know. I want to see how that's gonna go.
We have to wait and see when this shakeup happens, the draft. Becky?
The man has come around to Brooklyn! And she came here looking for a fight. Now, I started one earlier, but we don't have to wait till WrestleMania to finish it. We can finish it right here, right now. Rhea Ripley, we have done all that talking that we need to do. So come on out of here and fight me.
This is backwards hat Becky.
All right. I like that. Becky, no.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. You can boo me all you want. I'm the April Fool for trying to do the right thing. We are not doing this tonight.
Adam Pearce pulls out security.
There's no way I can jeopardize one of the biggest matches on the biggest WrestleMania of all time. I know what you want. You're going to wait till WrestleMania. Becky, respectfully, I'm asking you, leave the ring.
Good job, Pierce. Now you really started stuff. The Women's World Champion, the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
No. Save it for WrestleMania, Rhea. Listen to me. WrestleMania is less than a week away. I know that. Save it for WrestleMania. Yes. Save it for WrestleMania. Please. Please. Seriously.
If they want to fight, let them fight. Those things become so emotional, so personal. Spilled over on Ariel Helwani's MMA hour earlier today. And now Rhea Ripley going to blast her way through the security guard, trying to make it to Becky Lynch in the ring. Why wait till Saturday? Why wait till Philadelphia? Bring it to the streets of New York tonight. Down goes Becky. Rhea, Becky. And security trying to separate these two. And Becky's had it off.
I love everything about it. These two want to fight.
Becky taking on everybody. Can you imagine what it's going to be like come WrestleMania Saturday when these two are fighting over the Women's World title? Deeply personal.
Surprisingly enough for me, this segment woke the fans up in Brooklyn. You know, they were kind of hushed for a while, and the fans woke up for this. And I'm shocked because, you know, the fans around the country have been kind of mute towards Becky for one reason or another. I don't know why, but, you know, it was interesting. Jay, LaWan, and Shane, what did you guys think about this little segment here that we had with Becky and Rhea and the reaction of the Brooklyn crowd?
Honestly, when she came out and announced to the Brooklyn crowd and everything, like the man is back in Brooklyn, I'm like, come on now, that's not even believable. The crowd didn't even get hyped for that part. So, you know, shit ain't really get hyped until Rhea came out and we got what we wanted, with, you know, which was that cat fight. So, Mr. Pierce, your job wasn't done the right way, and we got what we got tonight. You know, I was happy that they was beating up the security, pushing them out the way, and just duking it on. Let's get it. Let's get it on, ladies. You know, what a way to begin April by just beating each other's ass. You know, I'm for it. Go ahead, Rhea. You know, show why you the champ. You know, you don't want to hear Becky just talk. You know, we're over that shit talk already. Becky, like, get out of here with that. Let Rhea do what she do. Let her be the mommy and, you know, further this championship reign that she has. That's all I gotta say.
Lawan? Okay, then I'll go. And then, Lawan, you can follow me then. You know, not for nothing, but you know, the man, Miss Becky was bad. I'm a badass now because I wear my hat backwards. You know, you're such a bad chick that you were stalking Rhea from outside while she was doing her interview and then called up and was like, well, yeah, as a matter of fact, you know, I'm outside the studio. Why don't I come on up and be disrespectful? You know, and shove, you know, Rhea into the chair. Goddamn right, Rhea has every right to be mad at you and want to choke you out because you started first. Who wakes up in the morning and stalks someone? That's some crazy shit. You need to unloosen that hat because it is real tight on your head. You are crazy. And in terms of everything that was going on, that's what us WWE Universe, we love all of that chaos, that mayhem, and that craziness that went on. You know, just to add layers to that story and just make it more, you know, oh, we can't wait to see them in an actual ring because look how much they're trying to, you know, kill each other right now. But, you know, you got all the security and stuff going on. And then you got Piers, you know, he's talking and he's wilding out and acting up. And at the end, he's always saying, God, I need a drink. I need a drink. I agree. Wink, wink. But this is just making me rooting for Rhea even more. Again, at this time next week, we're going to talk about Rhea retaining her title. Lawan.
I'm just so tired of Becky Lynch being in the main title and being the headline of WrestleMania. I'm over it now with her. It's time for someone to give another chance, but I completely understand why they're doing it. Uh, Good fighting, good something to get the crowd hyped. So again, I totally understand what they was doing, trying to get everybody hyped. But as far as Becky Lynch, I'm just tired of her already. I want someone else to take her spotlight now, because now it's just the same old stuff all the time with her.
Wow, Lamont sounds like how most of the WWE universe felt about Charlotte. So now you're putting her in that category was like, I'm over her, Lamont?
I mean, she's always in the main event. You know, like I said, I see why they're doing it because of Rhea Ripley. I would have liked to. I wouldn't mind having Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax, but they already did that for the Elimination Chamber. But I'm just so over her now, man, because all she is always on the main card, main title, just like Charlotte Flair. It's starting to get a little bit boring now. I think she's still going to lose. I don't believe that Becky Lynch is going to win. I think that Charlotte Flair, I mean, not Charlotte Flair, I think that she's going to retain her title. I think Rhea Ripley is going to retain her title and continue her title run because I don't see nobody stopping her, especially on the Raw roster. I think they'll have to do a Raw shakeup, a draft for me to figure or think about somebody else taking her title. But she has beaten everybody on that roster already. So who do you challenge now?
Jay, before I'm gonna send a question your way, but before you answer it, I'm gonna play the messages that I have. But Jay, how did you feel about the fact that Nia wasn't even on Raw tonight? Like that was something wild to me. But before you answer that, I'm going to go ahead and play these messages from our guy, Mars.
Man, everybody knows that it should have been Bianca in that spot. Nobody asked for Rhea Ripley and freaking La Man. Everybody's sick of La Man. Bianca should at least, or like someone else, someone dope. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sick of Becky Lynch too. It's the battle of the deep voice girls.
I'm dead. Yeah, because I expressed a while ago that I was pretty much over Becky Lynch, and I felt that the fans were too. When she came out, was it in February? In February, the entire month of February, it felt like whenever Becky Lynch came out, the crowd wasn't really responding to it. And I said that it's because of the fact that she's always around. We don't get a break from her. So that's why I was really surprised tonight that when everything broke down in Brooklyn, the fans were actually cheering it and just was like, yeah, let them fight and all this other stuff. So, Jay, your thoughts, like I said, on Nia Jax not being a part of tonight's Raw?
I don't understand why my baby wasn't on the show. That shit really hurt my feelings. And I don't know what they got next for her, but it better be something good when it comes to having her, at Mania. Because, bro, I don't know. I'm just sitting back and I'm like, nah. Did they just really take her off TV this week? My baby can't get nothing after taking that L last week. Like, damn. So we gotta wait. It just makes me think that she's gonna probably interfere in this title match. That's the only thing I could think of. And she's just healing from her wounds, and she's gonna surprise everybody.
This reminds me of how I felt with Lash Legend losing to what's his chick name? I forgot her name. The champion, the NXT Women's Champion.
Lyra Valkyrie.
Yes, I didn't see the point of it, and it stopped the momentum for her. And the same thing with, I get why Nia lost, but the momentum, the way you were booking her was to be a force, and for her to lose last week, I get it, but I don't at the same time. We're gonna go to a commercial break real quick, sponsored by Mars.
No.
Okay, Mars, I didn't know you can quote a tune. I can match it. I can match a pitch. But yeah, the women's division is very weird. I had some information with Becky because her book has been lighting the WWE on fire the last week or two, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't want to get into it because I'm not too prepared for that. But I'm just going to say that definitely, if you can get that book, the Becky Lynch book, because man, oh man, her opinions and her revelations on a lot of stuff is very eye opening, especially when it comes to Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. Man, oh man. But moving on from that, we had a backstage interview with Damage Control, and in that interview, Damage Control, by I don't know who the leader of Damage Control is, whether it's Io Sky or Dakota Kai, but Dakota, who's been the spokesperson for Damage Control, basically sent out a warning to Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair for WrestleMania, and then she also sent one out for Baby. I don't know about you guys, but I was kind of expecting those women to show up on Raw tonight, but it didn't happen. So real quick, did you guys think that those four women would show up tonight, or are they waiting to have them on SmackDown this week? Shane, LeBron, and Jay.
Not for nothing. I was surprised that Damage Control was even on Raw tonight. I just wasn't thinking that I was going to see them. And no, I'm not surprised at all that we didn't see SWV. We'll probably wait to see them, on SmackDown. I'm sorry, Naomi, Bianca, and Jade. Yeah, we'll see them Friday.
I like that, SWV. Right. We got the two guys that love their Pepsi so much that they forget the order that I'm sitting. So come on.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me get you a voice. My phone is dying.
Your phone is dying? Oh, our show is that long, huh?
Yes, it is.
We got 5 minutes left in the show. 4 minutes left. Go ahead, Jay.
Well, where are we at? I would say in this whole situation, eh, I wasn't expecting them to be out there, to be honest, because of the fact is, I didn't expect Damage Control to be in this situation coming out there tonight because, I thought it was gonna be like maybe okay, fine, you're gonna go out there and it's gonna be like a tag team match where it's gonna be for the titles or something. You're gonna let us know that you're defending the belts, but no, you just came for a regular show and a tag match, six woman tag match. Whoop de fucking do, and look who you fought. Look who you had to fucking fight. Evil Gina and Baszler and Tegan Knox. That was bullshit. I did not even like anything that I saw within that. So nah.
Really?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm
Nothing?
sorry.
Nothing, Jay?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing, sir. Nothing. God damn it.
I felt that a few moves that Evil Gina hit was pretty cool tonight. I learned tonight that she's pretty good on the ropes. The moves that she hit on the ropes tonight were pretty impactful and pretty hard. And I didn't know that she had that in her repertoire. So
But
for
like
me,
my whole gripe about it is like, what was the sense in bringing them and having them on SmackDown tonight? There was,
Raw,
it seemed. I mean, on Raw tonight, it felt like there was no meaning towards them being there fighting some Raw competitors unless it had to deal with their tag titles. So
they
I'm
could,
like, nah, you could have kept your little talking that y'all did backstage. I could have kept that shit for Friday. Y'all didn't have to bring this shit to Brooklyn.
yes,
To
they
be
did.
honest,
Yes, they did.
no, it made no
Yes, they did.
sense.
At the end of the day, the reason for them, as Dakota Kai mentioned 2 weeks ago, was the fact that they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and they can go to Raw, SmackDown, or NXT at any time that they want to. So why not? And they're promoting the match that was just made this weekend. I just happened to run across the announcement from Nick Aldis over the weekend, I believe it was, where he stated that it would be Damage Control versus Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. So that's the point of that. But anyway, Lawan?
It was no sense of having that match there. I don't even know why they was there. Just like Triple J said, it defeats the purpose. None of your opponents are there that you're wrestling at WrestleMania. You're wrestling some people that nobody's really paying attention to right now. So the whole match for no reason, it was just for no reason. The ladies they wrestled was not even on the WrestleMania card, so you already knew who was going to win. It just made no sense. It just took up TV time, and it could have been given to someone else that really needed that TV time. But they should have
Y'all,
just waited to go to SmackDown and do what they need to do at SmackDown because that's where all their opponents is at.
Shane, I don't know what's up with
I
Triple J. I don't know
yeah,
what's up with
I
Triple J.
disagree.
And yeah, like it's obvious. The reason why they were on Raw tonight was to promote the match because of the fact that the match wasn't made on TV. So they're letting you know that it's now happening. That's why they were there. And the fact that Damage Control has been on this winning streak leading up to WrestleMania. Like what are you guys missing? Shane?
No, I mean, for me, we have matches like this because a lot of people are not in Mania. So what other place can they get their feet wet where they can come and play? Throw them in a match in Raw, throw them in a match in NXT, throw them in a match at SmackDown, and then have these other competitors that's actually in Mania have them remind us, just like Des says, that JBN is actually going to be in a match. By the way, a non-women's tag title match, which is like the first in a long time. But we needed to hear that, and we needed to see Shayna and Evil Gina and Knox, get their feet wet, just like we saw the New Day and DYI and Judgment Day. Yeah, some matches made sense because it told the story, but again, some people want to, come and play, and that's what we saw tonight. So it may not have made sense and waste time because it's not part of like all of these big stories, but it had to be done. And besides, we're talking about a 3-hour show. We got to fill in the spots also, right, Des?
Right, and not to mention the fact that hold on, Jay, before you do your grunts and all that other shit, you got to remember the fact that Evil Gina and Shayna, they want those tag team titles from the Kabuki Warriors. So why not put them against each other? Yes, obviously they're going to lose because of the fact that any champion that's defending their belt at WrestleMania, they got to be on a streak to win, because then, once they get to WrestleMania, it's believable that they're going to win. Like, come on, guys, come on. And with that being said, everybody on mute.
Hey, hold on.
No.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna play a message. I'm gonna play a message, and then you can go ahead and respond.
Now coming to the ring, Jade Cargill, Naomi, Bianca Belair, SWV.
Also, you just want to piggyback on my joke by adding audio, which I would have done if I thought of doing that. But yeah,
shit.
It's cute. It's
I
cute.
was gonna call them Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. That's what they looked like in the Ray last night on Friday. Goku, Vegeta, and Broly.
Shane.
Jade Cargill was looking like Broly.
Dead.
Shane, you see what you're doing to the stereo audience and everybody. You are inspiring them to do the stuff like that. Like, that was fucking hilarious. Yes, inspiring. Yes, you are. You know how you used to be, fuck with Lawan about his low tone and play the slow music in the background.
I wasn't fucking with Lawan. I was speaking facts. Are you kidding? I wasn't fucking with Lawan. I was speaking facts. Lawan knew exactly what he was doing when he was talking on the microphone. I was just reminding everyone.
Jay, go ahead and speak your piece, bro.
The only reason why I'm saying like it didn't really make sense is because it's letting us know that the women's tag titles ain't being defended, and to me it just shows that they're not taking that shit seriously. If that's the case, then dead these fucking titles, and like we were saying in our chat earlier, turn that shit into an Intercontinental and another belt, and we could get everybody to fight as singles, because the tag titles is just a joke right now, bro. Like, just do something with them. Don't keep them on the Kabuki Warriors and they don't really defend them. Something got to be done.
All right, so to give more light to this talk that we had in the chat, I said in the chat that they need to switch those belts for a secondary belt for the women. It's 2 tag titles. Give one up. Give the women an Intercontinental title, and give the other one up and have a U.S. women's belt. And then I also said that NXT should have never merged the belts together. NXT women, since there's so many of them, should have still kept their tag team titles. So that's what Jay's talking about right now. But it is what it is. I stuff changes in the WWE. Their vision might have changed from what they thought back then when they merged the belts to now, but it is what it is. So moving forward. All right, let me look at my notes. I done forgot where the hell we were. Yeah, I mean, we done veered off. We done veered off so much. Where the hell are we?
Well, let's see. On my notes, what we just spoke about. We spoke about the damage control match.
Talk about damage control match.
Right. So now, yeah, we're backstage with Seth. Remember what Seth said backstage? And remember what we spoke about after he did his interview?
Nope. We are backstage with Seth and Jey Uso. And let's see what they have to say. Seth, Jay, take it away.
Seth, freaking Rollins. That was just the man I wanted to see. Hey, what's up? Hey, man, you one crazy dude, but check it out. Hey, it's Bloodline Rules tonight. Anything goes. If they try something shady to use, I got your back the way you had mine last week. I got you. I'm glad to hear you say that. Yeet. Take a walk with me. Yeet.
Hold up, Des. That happened way earlier after the Maxine and Ivy fight that Jay did this little segment. But what Shane was talking about was the Seth Rollins and the Kathy Kelly interview after the women's match. So you're behind now, right now, my friend.
This is the part where Seth Rollins said there's always a player B, and they starts coming up
Yeah.
with the difference.
No, you guys are correct, but I didn't have that shit on the replay. That's just not online at all. As far as YouTube. But if y'all want to be smartasses, go ahead and quote it then. Quote it.
don't remember it either, but I said something.
Exactly. Quote it. No, go ahead. Quote it. Jay, Lawan, you want to be smart asses. Go ahead and quote it. I'm waiting. Still waiting.
What are we quoting? What are we quoting?
Whatever
The fact
y'all
that
y'all. Go ahead. Quote.
no,
Quote.
no,
Quote.
because Shane, you was asking where we was at, and then Shane said where we was at, and then you decided to go backwards 45 minutes, and then bring up the J and Seth part. So
But
I'm like, bro, that shit
the
been
thing is,
happened, but you
the thing
decided to
is,
want to
the,
skip.
the
No,
thing
no, no,
is,
hold up,
the
hold
thing
up.
is, no,
Can
no,
I
no, no.
finish?
The thing,
Can
no,
I finish?
the thing is, he said Jay Uso. So Jay has had multiple times on the show tonight. So I'm looking at my screen and I'm like, okay, well, where my screen is, this is what's next. But I can admit that I was wrong, but it's no problem. I was wrong. But like I said, go ahead and quote the current promo that we're at.
Well, the current promo that we're at is Seth talking with Kathy Kelly, Mister, where he's getting interviewed, and it was something that was totally different because we don't usually get those nowadays. Where prior to the match, as the person's walking, they getting talked to. So
Now,
at the
now,
what?
now,
He also said that there's always a plan B. Right?
now, I also said that I would allow Shane to go ahead and talk about this segment here because that segment was a one-shot segment from the back all the way to the ring. So with that being said, Shane, the floor is yours.
Wait, not quite, because he did make a stop real quick.
But hold on, Shane. But it went from the back to the ring. Whether he made a stop or not, it went from the back to the ring, and it was one shot. We didn't get anything different
Totally
from that.
agree. Totally agree.
Correct. Go ahead, Shane.
Right. The reason why Des and I spoke highly about this is because the whole segment was one shot, one camera. The interview with Homegirl, and then as he was taking his steps, you see Drew, and Drew was smiling, and Seth goes, "I'm not dead yet." And as he walked away, Drew said, "Yet." And it was one continuous shot that followed him all the way out into into the arena and the whole fire and everything on the back. Like it was like that, as Twitter would say, the Martin Scorsese, the Martin freaking Scorsese shot, and it was like what Des suggests, like the shot of the night, because like the past couple of episodes we've been talking about these awesome shots. So now we coming up with this idea of not only a match of the night or a moment of the night, but a shot of the night. So that was the
Correct.
part I think that we're at now, Des.
Correct. And what I wanted to add to that is the fact that at first it seemed like SmackDown was the leading, you know, they were leading us with the whole new production and everything of that nature. But I find it that on Raw, every Monday we seem to talk about this time and time again, the the new production and the new visuals that we're getting. And tonight was one of those nights. Last week it was that one shot where Sami Zayn, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, Sami Zayn left the ring and he went to the back, and it just led into the segment with DIY and the Awesome Truth, and then they came out. So this week, same thing. We're in the back. We're seeing Seth Rollins get interviewed, and then we follow him all the way from the back through Gorilla, through the curtains, into the arena and into the ring. So yes, 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 yes. And that led us to our final match of the night, which was Seth Rollins versus Solo Sikoa in the Bloodline Rules match, which was the main event. Brooklyn was booing the shit out of that when when that came up, but you got to deal with what we got to deal with. So, fellas, I want you guys to talk about the match only. The match only. We'll get to everything after the match, but the match only. What were your thoughts about the match? I'll start with Slick Ass, Triple J, Slick Ass, Lawan, and then my guy, Shane O'Mac after that. Go ahead.
Mr. Slick Ass. Okay. Well, with this match, I'm still disappointed I didn't get my match, at that. But mm, typical Solo Sokoa match where, he's just fighting the better guy, and we're seeing that Son is really, really trying his best, but, the crowd keeps on pushing for the tables. We get the tables. Samoan drops Son through the table. Then we get some kicks here and there. And then, even the steps to Solo's head gave him a nice little ouchie headache. And, Seth got even more tables and threw him in the ring. And you're like, okay, this is fun. We getting more tables than advertised for the night. What was the over under on us getting 2 tables tonight, guys? So I'm thinking, like Solo hasn't won a match since he lost to John Cena. So since he beat John Cena. So I'm looking at it from that perspective, like, you know what? We didn't really get to see anything from Solo, and to get it tonight, my thing was like, you know what? He's not winning tonight. Fuck it. He's already given me those expectations as to that's he's that type of a guy. He's not expected to win, and I seen it tonight. So you know, let's see what they got planned for this kid, because this kid needs some type of momentum, and it sucks that he's not getting that push that he needs, all because everybody else is ahead of him, and he's just serving as a loyal servant to the family and handling their business. Eventually, Solo got to go solo and just start beating everybody's ass, because right now, he's making me not believe in him. I need more from him, to be honest.
Who's up? Is it me? Okay, it's me.
No. It was
Oh,
Lawan. It was the
it
2
was
smart
Lawan.
asses.
Oh, the
Yeah.
2 smart asses. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Lawan.
Well, maybe Lawan left because you called your tag team partner a smart ass.
Yeah.
As always.
Damn, you done fucked up with another tag team partner. See what you get, bro? You be saying
No.
stuff at the wrong times, bro.
No. Go ahead, Lawan.
Can you refresh, please?
What? What was that?
I said, can you refresh what you were saying so I can be on track? Because I got on track with Triple J said.
Now you need me. I was saying that I would like to hear your thoughts on the match only, not what happened after the match, but during the match between Seth freaking Rollins and Solo Sikoa.
Something that we was probably expecting. I really wanted that Rock, but like you said at the beginning, they didn't pay enough for that. So it was a great match, entertaining, fun. A lot of tables being broken, man. I appreciate the guys using all the stuff under the ring to keep the crowd hyped. Brooklyn was definitely under that match, screwing with the years and the O's and the OMGs. So shout out to Brooklyn for taking part of that and getting hyped and being part of that match to make the match look more interesting than what it was.
Yeah, your headphones, whatever, they can't keep a secret, because whatever you're doing, we can hear it loud and clear, Lawan. I saw in this match, it was Seth versus Solo versus 3 chairs versus 2 tables. Brooklyn wanted tables, and we got it. Wanted chairs, we got it, and we even got a step or 2. I enjoyed this match. I like this match. And it seems to me that at this point, Solo is not there to win. I mean, that seems to be the pattern here. He's not there to win, but he is there as part of the bloodline to bring pain, to bring chaos, to weaken his opponents, because most of them are part of stories. So yeah, I'm not surprised at all that he didn't win, because I don't think he was there to win. He was just there to cause damage. He was there because he was told to be there and was told to fight. You don't have to win. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And for that, I give him his credit. Will we ever see him win? At this point, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Dez. Doesn't matter, Jay. Doesn't matter, Luan. Doesn't matter, matter.
Really? that was cute. All right. So we're gonna do things differently tonight. I'm gonna ask you guys your 3 bells match of the night. Not moment or match, but your 3 bells match of the night. And we're gonna start with Shane. We're gonna go with Lawan and with Jay. What was your match of the night?
My match of tonight goes to Ricochet versus Ivar. It was good to see Ivar back in the ring, and from what we saw tonight, he didn't miss not one single step. And Ricochet, he's a superstar. He's a superstar that is ready for everything and anything. And I want to see more rewards given to him, especially after Mania. Well, I want him to win Friday, but I definitely want to see more of him moving forward, and Ivar. So this match right here definitely, I think that it solidifies it, and I think this match introduced us to what is about to happen. That's my 3 bells match.
Shane, I have a question for you real quick. Do you think that with this hot streak that Ricochet is on, do you think that he can be the one to dethrone Gunther? Since he's the one that lost the title to Gunther.
He did. You know what? Ask me this question Friday night. I don't want to answer it yet. Ask me this Friday night when we have our show Friday night. Fair enough?
Copy.
Cool.
I'm
To
picking a
me,
Ricochet match, just like Shado Max said. Everything else was decent, but the Ricochet match between him and Ivar, and them just doing spectacular things, and they continue to do spectacular things, it's fine. So yeah, that's my match of the night.
Jay?
honestly, I'm gonna have to be in agreement with everybody, and it's a clean sweep here in saying that Ricochet versus Ivar match deserves match of the night because we got to see the Puma display Puma-like moves, and man, he's just getting better, and we are getting to see what we've always wanted to see from him, and just his aerial assault of moves, you know, this will make a guy like Billy Kidman proud to see how he does these moves. Because he was like the beginner, one of the originators of just the 450s and all those type of aerial assault moves. And man, do it, Ricochet. Let's go, bro. And to answer your question on it, Des, as far as do you see him dethroning him? Shit, why not? And end it where it started.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Real quick, Mars, if you want, you can also answer this question. What was your match of the night? But for me, again, I'm gonna agree with the guys. It was definitely Ricochet versus Ivar. I knew it was gonna be a good match because of the fact that Ivar put on a hell of a match with Kofi Kingston a few months ago. And oh man, when Ricochet lifted this motherfucker up and threw him over his head, even Brooklyn had to be like, what the fuck? Brooklyn was screaming and cheering for that. That was incredible. So that is definitely my match of the night. Now, with that being said, we're going to go back into this match and we're going to dive into it a little bit more. Yes, we are over time, but I'm the final boss, so it doesn't matter. So we have this match going on, Bloodline Rules, and Jimmy comes out and he attacks Seth Rollins. Jay comes out and he takes his brother out, and the next thing you know, The Rock is out there beating up Jay. Everybody's like, what the fuck? And then The Rock makes his way to the ring where Seth Rollins is, and he's on his ass. And this is what happens. And we're going to play this all the way through. Seth Rollins gives The Rock a smile.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! He wasn't clear to be here. You saw the smile on Seth's face. Cody and Seth set the trap. Here comes Rhodes, and here we go. The American Nightmare taking out The Rock. Payback. He's not medically clear to be doing this. A man's got to do what a man's got to do. You heard that from the Bloodline earlier.
As they pull off, they're not serving.
That's it, boss. That's the final boss. Rollins and Rhodes having their way with The Rock. What's Cody thinking here? A little comeuppance, he says.
Cody looks to be, he's about to hit the rock bottom.
Roman Reigns, I thought he left. I thought Roman Reigns left. Roman Reigns is back. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Scrolling away out here. This is chaos. Roman Reigns came from under the ring, surprising everyone. In part, I believe there's going to be hell to pay.
The bloodline evens their numbers with Roman Reigns. Superman punch.
Just when Cody and Seth thought they set the trap, Roman Reigns pulled the trump card. Spear!
This is what you're gonna see for the rest of your career. You understand me? This is it. This is everything.
Rock and Roman hug each other.
You can't. You just can't.
And then The Rock asks Roman, "Do we still got time?" And Roman's like, "Hell yeah, we still got time to do more shit."
Oh no.
And The Rock pulls out his workout belt that says American Nightmare.
What's the ref gonna do?
Ooh.
It's the final ball.
Starts beating. Ooh.
This may be the final stand.
Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins with the belts. Now Roman is doing the same. Roman's throwing the towel. As USA is moving out the cuts words. Roman is now asking Solo to hold Cody as The Rock whips the shirt off of Cody Rhodes. Solo is holding him down. And The Rock slaps him with that belt.
Look at the tip when you mess with the bloodline.
Rock's cussing.
Oh. Somebody come up with a plan to take this from me now. That's what I want you to understand. This is a vice grip. You ain't ever gonna get it. Examples. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like.
It got even more violent after that, but you know, USA doesn't want to show it. But The Rock continues to whip Cody and Seth with that belt. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna start with LaJuan. I'm gonna go with Shane after that, and then Jay. Guys, what was your thoughts on the ending moments of Monday Night Raw?
LaJuan. Okay, then I'll go. Okay, LaJuan has LaJuan. All right. Yeah, I totally was not expecting for it to go full throttle like that. Like I knew something was going to happen because they said it was Bloodline Rules. So I was like, okay, maybe we're going to get a little preview as to the definition of Bloodline Rules once come to Mania's Bloodline Rules. But wow, that was crazy. That was juicy. That was something that Brooklyn needed. Like that's how you pull all the stops when you're in Brooklyn. That is how you end a Brooklyn show. Kudos to the writers and the producers of that. I'm gonna do my research for you, Des and Jay and LaJuan, to see which producers. It's possible that it could be Bobby Roode and Michael Hayes because they did it for last week. Remember?
Right.
So,
And I told you who the writer is for The Rock. He's a former Attitude Era writer, and he's The Rock's personal writer. So, yeah.
kudos to him. Good job. Awesome job. I'm done. LaJuan. Are you still there?
Jay?
Yeah, I'm here. Well, I'll take his place again and just be like, you know what? I loved everything that happened after the fight because the crowd was building momentum and getting hype, crying for CM Punk, CM Punk. We didn't get you tonight, Punk. as you were advertised, and the beating was ridiculous to the point where, you know, we got Superman punches, we got the spear. You could just hear the crowd go ooh wah for my boy Roman, and you could hear Roman just talking his trash, and it felt good to hear because he's just letting us know like we're in a whole different dimension, and this is his world. You gotta live it. You gotta live with it. Because when it's not here no more, is the product gonna be better or is it gonna be worse without him being at the position that he's at right now? So as that ass beating continued in the ring, I was just like, wow, bro, this is just as similar as to where one of your parents, like not your parents, but well, somebody is talking trash to you, and the person is like 30 years your minor, and you're just like, only if I could get this kid one time, give him one good ass beat, and that's what it felt like from The Rock today. That he just caught one of them and just said, you know what, tonight, I'm gonna whip you with my cousin, and I want everybody around us to feel it. The crowd, for those in the ring and the announcers, everybody feel it because this is what the final boss does and takes over when it needs to be. And when your tribal chief takes over, listen and pay attention because we don't know when the end is near.
Yeah, man, oh man, what an ending to Monday Night Raw during WrestleMania week. That was intense, intense, man, oh man. Whew, I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, Shane, you said it. This was like a slave beating, and when they had Solo hold Cody down, and The Rock was laying that belt on his back, I agreed with you. I'm like, God damn. Again, like I said in the chat, this is something that we're not used to because we haven't seen this type of brutality in years, so many years. We've been in the PG era from like 2007 to 2024. That's a long time. So, we're not used to it, but it's welcomed. And why not show that in Brooklyn? It's amazing. Woo! The road to WrestleMania is upon us. And man, Saturday night is going to be something to see because we saw Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins laid the fuck out. Laid the fuck out. How can they win against The Rock, the final boss, and the tribal chief? How? It's impossible at this point. And then if they do lose, how can Cody Rhodes even win on Sunday when you got so much against you? It's whew, I don't want to be in his shoes at all. Shane O'Mac, Triple J, what are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts for tonight. A whole lot of talking, a whole lot of information about the stories that's leading to Mania. It was a cool way to start off Mania week. It was what I expected. Not too much fighting, and with the fighting, not too much intense fighting. I mean, we had one that was quite intense, but for the most part, it was a good match. It was a good match. It was a good night for us to talk about. It's a good way to say Happy Mania Week. That's it, Jay. Yeah.
Well, my final thought is, what a way to start the beginning of April, on April Fool's Day with the way this fool, Cody Rhodes was just getting his ass beat tonight. You should have just stood your ass home because, as they said, you wasn't medically cleared. So, yeah, you got your ass beat tonight. And, to all those Cody crybabies, we'll see you guys on Saturday at that. And I'm just happy for wrestling in general because it's just keeping people like us entertained, and we just want to watch it more and more with what's happening. And guys, like I can't wait. I can't wait to this weekend. It's a big week for everybody, and man, wrestling in general, as The Rock said, it's cool again. It's fun. So I'm here for it, guys.
And with that being said, this is your boy Mundo, aka Mr. AKA himself. Woo. What a way to start off WrestleMania week. What a way to start off everything. This has been crazy. Crazy. I had a good night tonight. Triple J, we'll go after Shane. Shane, anything else you have to say? You can go ahead and leave it with our NXT guy, Mr. Triple J. And once again, we'll be back tomorrow for NXT, the last NXT episode before Stand and Deliver. We'll be on at 10:20 tomorrow. Shane?
It's your homie, Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the Three Bells Podcast table, the East New York section of the table, saying thank you so much to everyone that joined us today. Happy WrestleMania week. Happy first of the month. We hope to see you guys tomorrow for our NXT show as well as my show. Hang out with me, your homie Shane, for Friday. That's Mania Eve, the special SmackDown episode. Hope to see you there. Until then, it's your homie saying good fight. Good night.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Triple J. Thanking everybody for joining us tonight. And you already know we're 4 days away from Stand and Deliver, the first show to headline WrestleMania weekend. So tomorrow night, well, tonight at 10:20, hosted by me, we'll be getting ready and prepping you guys up for the show. We already know what's going to happen. And fellas, it's been a great night to be enjoying it with you guys. And as always, one love and yeet.
And once again, it's your boy, Mr.AKA himself. Thank you for joining me on this WrestleMania Raw before WrestleMania. I'll be back again tomorrow with my guys, Triple J, Shane O'Mac for NXT Friday and next week. So, with that being said, thank you guys. Love y'all, and good night.